D, watching one of those YouTubes, huh? What's good? What's good? What's good? He was in that other live, man. Ocean, what's happening? What's good, Ocean? What's good? What's good, YouTubes? TikTok, what's happening? How's everybody doing today? How's everyone's morning or afternoon for some of you guys? It's morning for me. Don't judge me. Can't come in here being messy. Thank you. Sorry about the noise in the background. Apparently, the people are here. You just finished a job interview. Congratulations. Hopefully, you got it. Hopefully, they pay you well. Penelope, what's good? Mind your mind. Jess, what's good? Jay, what's happening? I'm gonna close this for now. At that window, my window is heavyweight. Deduce it. What's good? Steph, what's good? What's good? Kim, what's happening? Oh, okay. Packing up. Okay. Feel like my mic is really far away. Let's get the mic a little bit closer. Thank you. That's what somebody else. I said the same thing. Man. I like this. All right. I want to welcome everybody in. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be real funny. Y'all know how I get down, right? A lot of my, I told y'all I pretty much I just be existing in the world and stuff comes up and I feel like I gotta address it. And they know, it be different things at different times. But yesterday I'm talking to, was I in a live or whatever? Anyways, a thing that annoys me when we have a lot of these conversations is when I hear men say stuff like, men hold the keys to, this dude yesterday said, men hold the keys to marriage, but women hold the keys to relationships. And I thought that was very weird and odd because marriages are relationships. So, right? Like if women hold the keys to relationships, then that would mean they would hold the keys to marriage, I guess. But yeah, exactly, Lux. I was confused by that. They just, we get into this who hold the keys to what and yada, yada, yada. And I get it. The keys thing, I do think the keys thing is important, right? Like, I think that men hold the keys to pregnancies. And it doesn't mean that both people aren't involved in getting pregnant most of the time. But, you can control, you should wear a condom. You can pull out. Like there's a bunch of things you can do to help prevent pregnancies or whatever. So I could say that to me, it seems like men hold the keys to pregnancies, right? What else do men hold the keys to? Men hold the key. Like I said, outside of pregnancies, men hold the keys to fatherlessness or child abandonment or whatever the case may be. Yep, that's another thing men hold the keys to, right? But if you notice, I won't say pregnancy in and of itself is a negative thing, even though I and my wife never hope to get pregnant again. But pregnancy isn't a negative thing at all. You know what I'm saying? In general. But divorces and child abandonment, these are negative things. I don't, but the way that men try to act like we have all of this power over men hold the power to relationships and marriage and not really. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes two, like she has to choose you and you have to choose her. Like this assumption that women are just sitting around waiting to get chosen is kind of antiquated to say the least, but it's just a wild concept. So that's why I don't really play that game of like women, you know, like men hold their keys to relationships and men hold the keys to marriage. And like, do we? Do we hold the keys to marriage? I don't think so. And I mean, and not in the way that these dudes think, right? Like I can make an argument that men also hold the keys to marriage the same way that men hold the keys to divorce. So two parts to that. Men have to want to be married. And we know that most men aren't interested in being married. We know that most men aren't interested in committed relationships, let alone marriage, right? So to me, when I, you know, like that's a huge part of it. And that's not to say that women, that doesn't make women pick me's, because they are more interested in committed relationships or they are more interested in marriage. It doesn't mean that. It just means that they see value in these things, whereas men don't. They don't see as much value in it because men are socialized and conditioned to not see the value in long-term relationships, right? I won't even say that we are. I'm sorry. That's even wrong. I want to be very clear with the things that I'm saying. We do see the benefit in it, but we also despise it because we are it's the way that society plays on our emotions is it'll tell you, like, as a man, that a long-term relationship, a committed relationship is something that you should have. Like that's what you need as a man. You need that to be a fully functioning man, to be accepted in polite society, to get whatever the case may be, right? They do sell us on that as men. But on the flip side, they also give men so much entitlement that men feel they're not easily satisfied with being in a committed relationship, if that makes sense. So a lot of, the entitlement is there. So men will get in a committed relationship, get in a marriage, but still want to cheat, right? Because of our entitlement and because of how little we actually value the woman as a human being in the relationship, and we value women little overall, right? So we don't really have respect for women overall, for their autonomy. So we take away women's autonomy all the time because we lie and manipulate to them. We lie to them and manipulate them, which takes away their ability to make decisions. If you lie to a person, you remove their ability to make a decision, right? So I can make a case that men hold the keys to marriage in that way because men just aren't interested in being married first and foremost. And also we and this bleeds into this, we don't prove ourselves to be viable candidates for marriage. What up, Ocean? You know what I mean? We don't show ourselves to be viable candidates for marriage, right? We don't prove ourselves enough. So we also hold the keys to marriage in that regard too. I think men be on some like women are waiting to get chosen. That's how we hold the keys. I don't believe that. That's not what it is. It's men's behaviors dictate these relationships. Men's behaviors is what pushes these relationships along or brings them to a halt, right? So if you're in a committed relationship with a woman and you're a man, how you act is like, if you treat her good, 9 times out of 10, the relationship is going to be a good relationship. If you treat her bad, 9 times out of 10, the relationship is going to be a bad relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And you can say, oh yeah, that goes in reverse. But here's what I'm saying. Most of the time, women do treat men well in the relationship. So it's not like men are like, we need these women. Man, these women really got to step up and start doing more around the house. They do. we really need these women to step up and start helping with the kids more. They do the majority of the labor with the kids. We really need these women to go to work and make their own money. They make their own money and go to work. We really need these women to have integrity and be vulnerable with it. They have, most of them have integrity and are vulnerable with, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, what are we like, you know, women are already like kind of there, and it doesn't make them perfect. And they have, you know, every individual has their own shortcomings and blind spots and so on and so forth. But like, for the most part, in a broad sense, you know, when you're in a relationship with a woman, you're not really worried about her letting you down in that way. Right. Or in these ways, I should say. But conversely, when it comes to men, that is really what it is. That's what it hinges on. That's what the whole relationship hinges upon. Is this man going to mistreat me? Is he going to neglect me? Is he going to be attentive? Is he going to abuse me? Is he going to be kind? Is he going to be mean? Is he like, that's what is going on with the women? Like, is he a threat to me in some way, shape, or form, physically or emotionally? That's pretty much what the internal conversation that is constantly being had, to me, with women. From what I can tell, like, it seems like they're constantly like negotiating with themselves in the relationship with the man, because these things kind of never go away. You know what I mean? Like, it's never like at any point in time the man ceases to be a risk to her. Right? He can prove himself, and it will lessen her anxiety or her concern about him being a risk. But it'll never 100% eliminate her, or at least it shouldn't, to be honest with you. It should never 100% eliminate the risk to her. So that's the way that I kind of look at relationships a lot of times, right? When it comes to this stuff. So when I hear men say, once again, when I hear men talk about who holds the keys to what, I'm always like, let's expound on that. Like, give me some more context, because when I ask them, it's usually like men are the choosers and women are the choosees. Women are the chosen, right? Every woman is a pick me in these men's minds, and men are the pickers. And that couldn't be further from the truth. That couldn't be further from the truth, as far as I can tell. Right? So yeah, you could even say in that aspect, men control marriage. Yep. We have the keys to marriage. Absolutely. Cool. I'll accept that. That's a good answer. Yeah, women refuse proposals. Yeah, all the time. Women break up with men. Women leave men, which leads me to my topic. Men hold the keys to divorce, and that's why divorce rates are so high. Because of everything I just said. Because men do not show up enough in the relationships. So we leave the women no other choice but to leave. Right? We're not showing up enough, so you force the woman's hand, and then she leaves. There's the divorce. That's why the divorce rate is so high. For the most part, men are just not showing up in the marriages, in the relationships enough. Divorce rates high, breakups are high too. Same thing, right? So that's what when I say that men hold the keys to divorce, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm hitting on. That men just the relationship hinges on how well we perform within it, right? If we're decent human beings and we're treating women as such, the same, we're good. We're good. The relationship, I feel like, will flourish. It'll last for 90,000 years, and and we'll unalive right next to each other on our beds, in our sleep, holding each other's hands. You know what I mean? Like, that's typically how I view this for the most part. But if we don't do those things, if we don't practice humanity within our relationships, then more than likely that relationship is going to end in demise. It's not going to be healthy, and it ain't going to last that long. Especially in 2024, because thank goodness women can leave. Right? It's a good thing. Women can leave. And anybody has heard me say this, I'll say it again while we're on the topic. Divorces should be easier. Divorces should be easier. Let me put it like that. Divorces should be able, like how you could get your driver's license and renew your driver's license. That's how easy it should be to get divorced. You shouldn't have to see a judge unless you want to. I'm saying, like, if you just want to get divorced, and let's say you want to pull a Tina Turner, right? Let's say you want to pull an anime, and you just want to leave, and all you want is your namesake. That's it. You don't want to argue over cars and clothes, and you don't want to split up property or whatever the case may be. Or maybe y'all don't have no property to split up and you just want to leave. I feel like it should be done at the click of a button. It's safer for women. I think it's healthy, to be honest with you. And I hate how, even though I am married and I understand what marriage is, it's not that much different than a relationship from a moral standpoint. The same rules apply from a moral standpoint, right? It wasn't like after I got married, now it wasn't okay for me to cheat on my wife. It wasn't like after I got married, now it was, now I really need to start paying attention to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was always there. I needed to treat her the same way. You know, that was always there. That was always there. So I'm like, who cares if you get, like, as easy as it is for you to break up, it should be just that easy to get a divorce. To me, it should be just that. It should be that easy, and it should be free. It shouldn't cost much of anything. In California, it's like $500. For some people, that's expensive. So some people I know be staying together because they don't got the money to get divorced. That puts people at risk. There should be a waiver or something. There should be something you could get to make divorces easier, to be honest with you. Right? This is not me advocating for people to break up or anything like that. I know some people are going to take it that way because that's what some people want to hear. That's not it at all. I'm just saying, if it's over, it's over. You know what I'm saying? They said to the left, everything you own in the box to the left. Like, when it's over, it's over. Pack it up and go. You dig? Like, I don't see, you know, the need in making it harder. Like, Black Kitty says she's legally married because of that now. See, I know two couples that I believe would be divorced if it wasn't for the money aspect. If it wasn't for the fees involved and all of that stuff, the court and all whatever else you got to do. If divorces could be done at the click of a button, there's a lot of people that would be divorced, and I think that they would be happier and better for it. That's what I'm saying, because they don't want to be with each other. So you create a dangerous situation, and could be dangerous for the children, could be dangerous for the women, could be dangerous for the men. Who knows? But you create a dangerous situation. Now you have people with deep-seated resentment. You got high levels of toxicity, just bubbling and bubbling and bubbling, right? That's a problem. That creates something. There's something there now, you know? Yeah, divorce doesn't have to be a negative thing. Hey, it ran its course, right? We tried it, didn't work, it failed, it ended, whatever you want to say. Put her there, shake a hand, and we're out. Right? Shouldn't be that hard. Shouldn't be that hard. That's the thing. That's where, for me, that's how I view a lot of this stuff. And like I said, as a married man, all that stuff, I'm married, yada, yada, yada. It's not me against marriage, for, like, I'm not even on none of that type of time. You want to get married before you carry, marry after you carry. I don't care. Treat each other like human beings is my claim to fame, though. That's my claim to fame. Let's get to treating each other like human beings and treating ourselves like human beings. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, right? Because I really feel like if somehow, some way we can get to a place to where we start to respect each other, then maybe we don't have to be talking so much about marry before you carry. Marry. We don't have to be talking so much about divorce rates and things of that nature, right? Allie Babe says she says congrats when people tell tell her they're getting divorced. I guess to a certain extent, yeah. You're not celebrating, the negativity. You're celebrating the positive part about it. You're getting out of it. Right? You're moving on. Nothing wrong with that. New chapter, whatever you want to say. Live, love, laugh, all that good stuff, right? All that good stuff. Grizzle, I see you. Divorce parties are hilarious. I love it. What? Nah. Exactly. Celebrating the resolution. Exactly. I love that. Smart way to look at it. So yeah, that's pretty much where I stand on that. I like I said, I just too many times am I hearing my brother saying stuff like men hold the keys to this, men hold the keys to that. But they don't really want to focus on the things that men actually do hold the keys to. Like I said, like divorce, like DV, like violence, like pregnancies. So people said in the chat, like STIs and STDs, things of that nature. Celebrating my divorce. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But there is something wrong with the fact that men are not understanding how much power we actually have within these relationships. I think that's the thing that, or I don't think, I mean, that is the thing that is that's what I want to touch on the most, is the fact that we have so much control over our relationships, and we don't know it. I don't think we know it. And so I want to talk to the fellas about it. Yeah, I want to tell y'all, we have all the control, man. If you want to make it work with that woman, you can make it work with that woman. Appreciate you, Lady Q. If you want to make it work with that woman, you can make it work with that woman. Trust me, believe me. Trust me, believe me. If you want to make it work with that woman, you can make it work with that woman. Without a doubt. You're gonna have to swallow your pride, you're gonna have to shrink that ego, you're gonna have to actually listen, you're gonna have to be attentive, you gotta do it if you want to make it work. But for some reason, men don't see value in that. We're not seeing the value in that. And like I said, I think a big part of that is we don't see the value in it because we don't see the value in women. You see what I mean? That's the connection that I can make. To me, that's the line that I can draw between the two things. If you don't see the value in women as a group, as a whole, then when you're in an interpersonal relationship with a woman, more than likely you won't see value in her. So you won't want to make the stuff work. You won't want to change. You won't want to be better. You won't want to grow. You won't see it. That's the thing. Like, that's why it's so important for us to get out. Like, men don't understand how much misogyny affects us, but this is a huge example of how misogyny affects men. Having this disdain, having this disregard for women, not respecting women, right, as a group, affects your interpersonal relationships. Now you're with a woman and you need to grow. You got a lot of growing to do. You have a lot you need to change. You have a lot you need to address, and you're not willing to do so. Why? Why are you not willing to grow? Right? What plausible explanation can I give us as a group? Because it's happening, is rampant amongst men. What plausible explanation can I give at this point? If it's not just we don't respect women and we don't value them as human beings. Because if you were on a job and you liked that job and that job was treating you well and that job was paying you well, and your manager came to you and asked you to change something about your behavior, I will almost guarantee you that 99% of men would change their behavior. I will almost guarantee you 99, 98, 95% of men would change their behavior on that job. You're on a job, it's paying you well, you like your manager, you like your management, you respect them. They do for you, you do for them. Blah, 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 blah. They come to you, they say, hey, I need you to stop being late all the time. Got you, boss. No worries. Hey, you know, on those reports that you send in, you're not sending it in with this form or that form or whatever. And we need that form every single time. 10-4. Got you, boss. No worries. Happens all the time. It happens all the time. I've done it many a times. But when a woman is like, hey, I need for you to, you know, start picking up after yourself a little bit more and da-da-da-da-da. Oh, here she go. So you gonna leave me over some socks? Oh, here she go. I can't. So you saying I can't never play video games? I work 8 hours a day. I can't come home and play video games for 4? Oh, here she go. Hey, you know, I really just don't like the way you're communicating with me right now. I really feel like, you know, I just feel like you're not listening enough to me, and you're not actively listening to me. I feel like you just been really mean to me lately. When we, you know, when I try to tell you things or I ask you to do something, and you know, I just, you know, I want you to. Oh, here you go. Here she go. So what are you saying? I don't know how to talk to you. Hey, you know, I just feel like you haven't been. I feel like you haven't been really contributing. You've been ignoring your fatherly duties or your husbandly duties or whatever. So you telling me I don't never help out? Never? Oh, here she go. Like, it be the same thing. Like every time, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. When the woman tells you, but that's what I'm saying. Imagine reacting like that on your job. Some of you guys do. Some of y'all do. Some men do, and that's why they get fired and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of men don't. So I'm just saying, if you can do that there, then you can do it at home. That's all I'm saying. If you can do it there, you can do it at home. If your manager comes to you and says, hey, I've been noticing you distracted a lot at the job because of your phone, your cell phone. Is there something going on or whatever the case may be? You're not going to be like, what? So you saying I can't be, look, Mr. Johnson, are you saying that I can't be on my cell phone while I'm at work? Because it's not distracting me. Damn. Like, imagine imagine being like that at work. Imagine that. Imagine your manager coming to you with something like that. Hey, you know, you've been seeing you like distracted a little bit. It's been going down a little bit. Oh, here you go. You just like my wife. Here, take my cell phone from me then. Here, you want to see it? Huh? Bill, calm down. I'm just trying to see if there's something I could. No. You said I'm always on my cell phone. Who did them 2 reports for you last week? Wasn't Jesse. I didn't say you not doing. Oh, here you go. You don't never give me credit. Imagine that. Like, what? What? Okay, Bill. Okay, Bill, you're good. I'm sorry. I've been noticing you've been distant at work a little bit recently. You want to talk about something? Why? So you can just use it against me? Nah, never. See, every time you tell the manager something, I already know y'all gonna use it against me later on. I was just saying that it seemed like you was a little distracted, and it seemed like it might have been something. No. You not. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I got this. Okay. That don't sound crazy. That don't. Even me saying it right now sound like I've done that before, and I'm saying it right now, and I'm like, damn, that's wicked. That's unhinged. But what? So why? That's my thing. It's like, why? When I finally got to the why, I was like, it can't. You gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? That's why? That's why I've been reacting like that this whole time? Wow. Crazy. That's crazy. And I'm just trying to, gentlemen, I'm just trying to hip you to it, man. One day, one day, one day, one day you're going to realize that it was you the whole time. And you're going to be embarrassed. Let me tell you that right now. The first initial reaction is going to be embarrassment. You're going to be embarrassed. The initial reaction will be embarrassment. No doubt about it. Because it's good. It's crazy. When you actually like really analyze it, you're going to be like, this is nuts. Like, what? Huh? Marge said, yep, I came to the conclusion after my last breakup. I was the problem. When you realize you are the drama, man, oh man, let me tell you the level of embarrassment. The level of embarrassment it's off the charts. It's off the charts. I shouldn't be embarrassed, but I was. And even now, at moments, I do cringe. I do cringe. That, playing that out for you guys, that is for me a little like, it's uncomfortable for me. Right? One would ask, hey, public, how do you know what men do so well? Oh, because I've done it before. Because I've done it before. Exactly. I got the ick for myself. Like, what the hell? I felt the ick for me. I looked in the mirror and felt the ick. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the craziest part. When you look in the mirror and you feel the ick for yourself, you be like, God damn. Well, I'll be. Well, I'll be. It was me the whole time. And I know that I know a lot of men are going to say, I'm projecting. No, that's you. Okay, fine. It could be me. This is for the ones, this is for the ones that, like, maybe they don't know that it's, maybe this is for the ones that it is us. Those of us that it is us. That's all I'm saying. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the worst of the bunch. Maybe. But I would ask you to replay some of those scenarios in your mind now that you're not in the moment. Replay some of those scenarios that you've had with your, with women in your life, and then put it up against how you would talk to a manager in that scenario. So make your girl the manager and then talk to them the exact same way and see if it makes sense. Because it should make sense. Right? It should make sense. Just like the old conversation between Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin. If you can lie at work, lie in person. These are good lies to tell. If you could mask at work to be a better, employee and to be more, and it actually makes you into a better employee, by the way. It ain't just masking. Like, you're not just masking and not being productive. It actually creates a higher level of productivity at work, right? But if you're lying at work, whatever the case may be, lie at home. Y'all be lying anyway. You be lying anyway. You might as well lie. You might as well lie for, you know what I mean? Like, you might as well lie at home. In this, if you gonna lie, y'all be lying about whatever, right? We be lying about all types of stuff. We lie when the truth will do, right? We lie when the truth will do. So if you're gonna lie at home to hurt your wife, why don't you lie at home to help her? That's all I'm saying. At some point, it's like, it's okay to lie. Hey man, lie. Sometimes you got to tell her she look good and she don't look good to you at that time. You think what I'm saying? That's a good lie. I think we're all okay with that lie. I think the world will keep spinning if you tell that lie. I don't think that lie is going to hurt anybody in the end. I think when you gaslight her, though, I think those are the lies that you know. I think the lying by omission. I think the walking around mad because I think the walking around upset because you tried to sleep with your baby mama and she rejected you. So now you at home with your girl mad. And when she asks you what's wrong, you say no. You say nothing. You see what I'm saying? I think mad because your wife don't look like an Insta model, so you upset and you feel like you got the short end of the stick. You know, I mean, actually, you can call it fake if you want to. Sometimes you got to fake it until it becomes real, though. How else do you get into? That's what I'm saying. How else do you get into it? How else do you get into it? How else do you get into complimenting your like if you have a hard time complimenting your significant other, how else do you propose a person to get into complimenting that person? Sometimes they're going to have to do it when it ain't natural, when it ain't what they really feel. So you got to fake it. Exactly, Mark. You got to fake it until you make it. Like you got to do it. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that's okay. That's what I mean. Like, at the end of the day, that ain't going to hurt nobody. You'll be okay with that. Everybody will be fine with that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Nikki Giovanni put it perfectly. Lie to me. I'm okay with that. Women lie to men all the time. Women lie to men all the time. All the time. Look, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. 2 women have gassed me up in my life. 2 women gassed me up. They did a remarkable job of gassing me up. My mama gassed me up. she put a battery in my back. I don't even know from what age. I don't know from what age, but my mama put a battery in my back. I say around 8, 9, 10. She gassed me up. My mama used to tell me I was the most handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like she always did. She always did that. My mama, that's what she was good at. She was good at gassing me up in that way. She did that like chef's kiss, right? That's why I be laughing. That's why to this day, y'all can't tell me you could call me anything you want. You can't call me ugly. My mama done already told me the truth. You dig what I'm saying? My mama did it to me, right? She started it. And the other woman is my wife. So you got the bookends. You got the first one and the last one. My wife gassed me up so much, I can't help but my head too big. How you gonna tell me? I got a woman, she think I'm the baddest man on the planet. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I'm being honest, I'm not the most attractive man. No. Nor do I have to be. But hey, they gassed me up. It was probably some lies in there. I don't mind them lies. I'm happy they told me those lies. I'm happy my mama told me them. I'm happy my mama told me I was the finest man in the world when I was a little kid. I'm happy she told me that when I was a teenager. You the cutest boy in the neighborhood, whatever you want to say. Like when she talked, she would just be like, you the most handsome. Like, what you want? When you leave the house, somebody try to bag on you. My confidence was, you couldn't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. When your peoples is telling you you the smartest and you the funniest and you the da-da-da-da, you the most care. Nobody on the outside, when they telling you that every single day at home, whether it's true or not, when you come out the house, you Teflon. Right? I'm Teflon in this motherfucker. That shit just rolled. Oh, you bad. Anyways, got you. You a hater. Automatically, you a hater. That's how I feel. Oh, you a hater. Oh, yeah, you a hater. So every lying back, that's what I mean. Like sometimes you just gotta fake it, man. I'm saying this to the men. This my wife told me this. This ain't even me. My wife told me you gotta fake it sometimes. She was like, you just gotta fake it. You gotta get into the habit of doing it until it becomes natural. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Yeah. Hey, that's it right there. I had to, they jealous of you, mama. Mm-hmm. That's my mama. Hey, and come to find out, and here's the funny thing. She was right. She was right. 2024 is still happening. She was right. I'll be in the moment. I was like, why would they be jealous of me? Right? This is before. Look, Ye said it's hard to be humble when you stunting on the Jumbotron. It's hard to be humble when you stunting on the Jumbotron, right? I get it. Before I was on the Jumbotron, though, I was like, why would they be jealous of little old me? What did I do? Then my brother and my mom, my brother was like, bro, my brother told me, he was with my friends, we'd be arguing and stuff. He'd be like, bro, you look better than them and you're smarter than them. They be hating. That's what my brother's 6 years older than me. That was what he used to tell me all the time. And he's not even that dude. He was like, bro, you're smarter than them. You look better than them. They're threatened by you. And I was like, what? What you mean? Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. At some point in time, if it don't come naturally, you got to fake it. That's it. At some point in time, if it don't come naturally, you got to fake it. And I don't think that that's a problem. Me personally, I don't think that that's problematic at all. It's a different thing than doing that to do something nefarious. That's different. That I'm not, of course, right? If you gassing your woman up to throw her off your scent so you can keep cheating, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, though, if it's not really, like, here's what I mean. Your wife just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? She, her nose all wide, or she looked completely different. Or she looked like Martin after he got into a fight with Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? You know how I look right after the pregnancy. Face just it don't look the same. Now they could be, the aura is beautiful, you respect it and all of that stuff, but ain't nothing wrong with going to her and telling her she looked like Diana Ross. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing, you better than Whitney in her heyday. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that. What's wrong with that? Y'all gonna tell me, nah, don't tell me that. No, tell her that. I think that that's fine. I think that's perfectly okay. I don't think anything's wrong with that.
Did you say better than Whitney in her heyday?
I mean, y'all already, hey man, when Whitney was
That's so specific.
Because Whitney was my favorite. So hey man, when Whitney was in The Bodyguard, I ain't gonna even hold y'all. Go look. I had the poster. I had the Bodyguard poster. When Whitney in Bodyguard, oh my God. When she was singing Queen of the Night, oh my goodness. I was like, please. When she had on them tight blue jeans with the leotard, with the little one piece, little tight fitting. Oh my God. I was like, damn. With the little bob. She had the bob. It was like curly. It was like crimped. It wasn't. Yeah. I like Whitney. If she looked, she was on crack at that time. By the way, hadn't hit her hard yet. She had been on crack.
Yeah, she definitely was.
What y'all talking about?
The crackheads public. I'm screaming. I'm screaming.
Whitney had been on crack now. We ain't gonna do that.
But wait, because I'm like, based on your logic of what you were saying earlier, do I need to, okay, because y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. Do I need to apologize to my ex-baby daddy?
Why? What'd he do?
I'm just saying in general, because I was listening to what you were saying about, sometimes you could be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all know the diabolical shit I told y'all he did.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do I owe this nigga an apology in any form? Like,
why?
Exactly. So that's all I need to
Oh, I'm like, that man, wait, hold on, okay. That man, what you talking about? The stuff you done told me, look, one of the things you told me that he did was enough. He violated many a times, but one of the things you told me, I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Like that alone is like, lock him up, throw him under the prison type behavior. Like, nah, you ain't owe that man no.
Yeah, but whatever you did wrong to him, Kay, you should have did worse.
Yeah, like what?
Don't apologize. That's all I need to hear, because if your friends tell you you're right,
Nah, you.
I ain't apologizing to that old bitch.
Yeah, that's for real. Ain't nothing. Yeah, don't do that. Ain't nothing. I think you getting it confused. I'm saying, look, see, that's where you went wrong at. I wasn't even talking to you. That's where you went wrong right there. I wasn't even talking to you. See, you censored yourself. That's why y'all should never center yourselves, because don't center yourself. It wasn't even about you. I'm saying, I'm talking to your baby daddy. I'm saying he was the drama. And the day he realized he was the drama, which is going to happen if it ain't happened already, he's going to be embarrassed. Like, that's going to be the initial, like, wow. And that be the thing a lot of times, y'all, that be keeping men away. Like, a lot of men get stuck at the level at the embarrassment part of the process. And they never complete the rest of the steps. You know what I'm saying? So they'll acknowledge that they're the drama and then be embarrassed by the fact that they're the drama, and then just stop right there and then not want to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. And that's the part that pisses me off, and it's like super insulting, because they do be realizing it. And when they realize it, like whenever they like come and they try to talk to you like everything's normal, or like, when enough time has passed and now it's like they're trying to just have casual conversation, that's because they know they wrong. Because a man that feel like he not wrong,
he ain't gonna never do that.
Letting up. He gonna stay mad. He gonna die unalive mad about it, right? But when he knows he's the one that was in the wrong and that embarrassment sits in, it's like, make me feel better about this. I don't want to come apologize. I don't want to take accountability. I don't want to make amends, but like, make me feel less embarrassed. So, when I come talk to you, like everything's normal and everything's moved on, don't be weird. You know what I mean? Like, then they want to make you the problem when you're like, wait, I didn't forget. Like,
no, I know it's up and it's stuck until further notice, right? Like, you ain't.
Yeah, it's like, that's Rochelle said it perfectly. They're avoiding the shame. Like, they literally want to avoid the shame, but the worst part is they want you to help them do it.
Yeah, protect them from their own shame, which is like, what? Right. Why would I? No.
I hope you over there writhing in misery and pain.
For real. And a lot of men act like boomer parents, right? Boomer parents would yell at you, abuse you, whoop you, whatever the case may be, realize they was wrong, realize they overreacted, and instead of coming in and having a conversation with you like a human being, they come in the room and go, what you want to eat? Nigga, that ain't no apology.
Exactly. That's my mama, and I hope she watching. That's my mama, baby.
That is not what? We did not. And then we learned that from them too, right? We learned that from them. I'm not saying men. I'm just saying, like, us raised by those types of parents, we learned that from them. And then we get into relationships and we do exactly the same thing. We treat the other person poorly. They shut down or whatever. We push them away, whatever the case may be. And instead of us being the ones to go to them and address it and be like, oh, my fault, I was wilding. This is how I was wrong, and this is how I'm going to correct it. We just go, Shan, you want to watch a movie?
Right.
No. No, not with you.
Right. And it makes me mad, though, because it does make it puts the onus on the woman, right? Because now she's feeling bad and she's feeling like she's the drama because she's keeping up, mess. Like, she's not allowing y'all to move forward, or she's not.
See, I tried to let it go. You want to keep, nah.
Yeah, like, now she has to feel the guilt of like, okay, now I'm still walking around with an attitude a whole week later. I still got an attitude because you never apologized. You never addressed what you did wrong. Like, it was never resolved. You just expected me to get over it because you were over it.
Cold game.
Which shies away from actual accountability, because that person never actually takes accountability. Because I'm that person. It's up and it be stuck. Like, we not gonna move on. Like I am now in the habit of let's rewind to the conversation we just had 5 minutes ago. Let's address that before we can move on. Like, I'm not gonna move on until there's some acknowledgement. Like, I have to clock it immediately, because if not, I'll be walking around all day mad, but I don't want to walk around all day mad. So I'm just like, nope, we finna nip this in the bud right now. So let's address what just happened.
Facts. That makes perfect sense.
But I've definitely gotten the you never want to let stuff go, and you always trying to hold on to stuff, and why we can't just move on? Like, no, we can't.
Yeah.
I'm a Cancer.
Yeah. We can let it go. If you apologize, and the thing about the apology that I think is missed is it's like in Christianity when you repent, right? When you repent, the most important part about repenting is turning your back on the behavior, on the old behavior, right? That's the whole idea of repenting. So you're supposed to say, hey, God, I repent for stealing or whatever. You don't ask God to forgive you and then keep doing the same thing. You go, I'm turning my back on stealing. Forgive me for doing it in the past, and moving forward, I won't do it anymore. But we rarely repent to the women in our relationship. Like we very rarely repent. It's like we may, if we're lucky, you may get an apology, right? But you won't get the turning, them turning their backs on the behavior. They continue to do the same behavior over and over and over again. So did you really learn your lesson, or would you just apologizing to pacify me? That is a bad lie, by the way. Saying you're sorry when you're not, that's a bad lie. Saying you're sorry with no intent on changing your behavior, that's a bad lie. That's a bad lie. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not, like, don't do that. don't do that. That's crazy.
I'm surprised at this point, you've been live for a minute, that nobody's came up to argue that women file for divorce 70% of the time. I'm just waiting on the statistic. I'm waiting on the argument.
But that's the whole point of the argument, though, obviously.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm surprised anybody came, like none of the men, the ops, haven't came up in this bitch trying to argue with you.
I ain't on the FYP, so it probably ain't too many dudes in here. I got to be on the FYP for the dudes to show up.
Oh, please. I'm going to send this to King Loaf.
I might have King Loaf blocked. I got one of them dudes blocked, maybe both of them. I got King Loaf or Rafael De La Ghetto. I might have both of them blocked. I don't know. Send them to both.
Speaking of the prompt, though, I do want to speak to that real quick, because I think that the reason they don't want to acknowledge that they do hold the keys to the divorce rates is because they don't want to actually be responsible for that. Like they would, like, I think the lie is easier than the truth to them, right?
Oh, of course.
Because the lie avoids them of having to change or be better or just be responsible for how their relationships turn out. So, men tell themselves a lot of things about women, about relationships that are complete lies, just to kind of deflect and, avoid any responsibility for it. But at the end of the day, like we say over and over and over again, men who are worth being in a relationship with are like a freaking commodity out here. Mm-hmm. So women are not going to be in a relationship with somebody who's even, it could be 30%. You are 30% worth being in this relationship. She will work with you to try to get you at least to 50. She will work with you to try to inch you up to at least being 50 to 60% worth being in that relationship.
Hey, and you know what? And I don't want to bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up. I don't care, because I just heard it right now. That's what that unstable person Jalazzy was just saying about her baby daddy. I ain't gonna call that man her husband, because she ain't married. I don't care what she say. I told her to show us her marriage license and shut up 10 times. But that's what Jalazzy said, and she didn't even peep it because she got so frazzled. But she said it she said, I taught my husband to be up to, I'm paraphrasing. She said, I taught my husband to be better. And now in that way, now like that, now that's why he's married to me, because when I met him, he wasn't like that. I had to teach him. So you met him, and he was the very man you be on this app screaming about.
Yep. And she did say that. She said that basically, like, that's why he's a husband now. He's changed, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's changed, meaning he wasn't worth being a husband before, but
Yeah.
you found a man that was good enough and you were willing to work with him to get him to where you wanted him to be.
Yeah.
That's the majority of women, and it's because the reality is that's what you're gonna have to do if you want to be in a relationship with a man.
You gotta find.
Just the reality.
Sorry to say, and I'm not. This is not advice. I'm just saying, like,
I'm the best of the worst.
Yeah, this is exactly. You gotta look. Men are like bread, right? We like moldy bread. If you've ever had to get a piece of moldy, get some old bread out of the packet. It's some of the bread. It'd be like the bread in the middle, it'd be super moldy, or the bread on the outside be super moldy, and the bread in the middle ain't really that. It just be on the brown, the booty. So you just peel off the edge. Then you eat that. That's how men. So you go, like, all men gonna have a little mold on this. You know what I'm saying? Just can you rip away the mold on it or whatever? Can you? Some men be the whole thing. We moldy. We just mold it through and through. We rotten, right? Some men got a little mold on it. Some men, we like rotten bananas. However, there's a bunch of things you can. This is how I look at men, and women be like, I could work with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could cut that mold off, and he'll still be a decent human being. I could do this, and he'll be a good person, and blah 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 blah. Right? A lot of women are willing to do that work. Hey, man, more power to you. Good luck. I wish you nothing but the best. I'm not suggesting that for anybody. I'm just saying that is what a lot of women are. I think conditioned to do, programmed to do. However you want to say it. I think a lot of women are programmed to do that for men. Sadly.
You are absolutely correct, Public. And they call those women, and I've been this woman before, Barbara the Builder.
Barbara the Builder.
Yeah, builder broke nigga. Ninja.
For real. Nah, for real.
Build a ninja, because that is literally what we are having to do out here. And it's so funny that Kay was talking about what she was talking about earlier. And I'm like, Kay, if you don't get out of my head and out of my business, because I'm literally dealing with that right now with my ex-husband. We have been divorced for over 8 years now. Yeah, it's been over 8 years now. And he actually has custody of he don't have custody of him anymore, but our son lives with him. And child, when I tell you the ways in which this man still calls me up until this last night after midnight, asking me for favors when nothing. But now that he's having to do the hard part with our son, now that our son is older, he's a young adult, he's 20. He is like out of his element, don't know what to do. And now he's calling me for help and needs me to, be there and want me to jump whenever he say jump. And I'm looking at him like, absolutely not. I'm not running up and down the road because now all of a sudden you need help. But he still don't even know how to ask me for help. He still want to talk to me crazy. You want to be on the phone with me, cussing me out, talking about what I didn't do. And you still want me to be of assistance to you. And this man will swear up and down, I'm being unreasonable. And I'm just like, the nerve, it's just the audacity of how you talk to a person that you mistreated now. You mistreated me throughout the entire marriage. And then once I decided to divorce you, now all of a sudden you still thinking you running stuff by trying to like bully me into feeling sorry for you and the woes of being a single father. I don't feel sorry for him. I do not feel sorry for him because of the ways in which I had to be a single with our son initially. And now he's having to deal with a grown young man that he now has to suffer the consequences because he didn't really raise him to be a young man because he wasn't a leader. Just like he wasn't a leader in the marriage.
Mm-hmm. Happens all the time.
It's so interesting to hear other people validating what I'm feeling, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So what I'm doing right now, hanging up on him when he's talking crazy to me, I hang up. As soon as he starts talking crazy, I just hang up. He'll call me 11 times, I won't even answer. I'm not talking to you.
Bad.
I don't have to.
Demetrius, what's good?
What's going on, Public? What's going on? Hopefully everybody can hear me okay.
Yep, we can hear you fine.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, man, I appreciate this show so much. Like, particularly what you're doing right now and talking about like marriage and stuff. Because I recently I'm a newlywed. I just got married last month.
Congratulations.
Um, thank you. And when y'all were talking about the like the it's two things. Like when y'all were talking about like the shame experience of like finding out that you're the drama. Like I've literally been through that. I've literally been through that, and I just want to validate like everything that y'all are saying the same way what you're saying is validating me because I've been through that, and I felt like it was a crazy experience. I had left like a spiritual retreat, and I was given time to be able to reflect on like the role that I played in certain um, problems that I was having in various relationships with people in my life, and like I, I mean, I'm a religious person, and I feel like God showed me like where I was fucking up, and I can't explain to you like the level of embarrassment and shame
Mhm.
that you feel, and y'all are right where like men will stop. Like I'm thankful I didn't stop and someone was there to provide. I had like a support system around me to keep me from stopping because I was going to make like a decision that I think to this day I would have regretted
Hold on,
based
Demetrius.
off of that shame.
Hold on, Demetrius. There's an echo. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me fix this echo real quick. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, I was going to say I was going to make a reckless decision just based off of that shame, and I'm glad that
What do you mean?
I
What
had
were you going to do? You're going to leave? You're talking about like leaving your wife?
yeah.
Mhm.
My she was my girlfriend at the time. I was
Yeah, at
gonna
the
leave
time, yeah.
because it was like I don't know if it was a mixture of ego. It probably was a mixture of ego and pride, but it was a thing of like, I can't I can't knowing what I've done to you,
Mm-hmm.
I can't, face you openly and honestly like with what I've done. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to back away, and thankfully, she was willing to talk. She opened herself up to me. She talked to me. She was like, "Hey, let's figure this out. Let's talk. Let's don't like I don't want to end this." And I
Yeah.
also had like church friends and family around me. But that stuff is real, man. And to any man that's listening to this, and I hope and pray men are listening to this, like be willing to feel that shame and move through it. Like you can move through that shame and
Easily.
you can have a chance you can do better. Like you can do better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so worth it, and it's so liberating on the other side of it. And it'll, take you down this path of like, the path, like a healthier path of men such as yourself, and you know, understanding liberation, understanding freedom, and all these other things. But I've definitely experienced that shame. That shit is very real, and it's unfortunate. I don't know if the answer is having a support system. I don't know,
Yeah.
because there might be some men where it's like they see that they're the drama, right, and they just cannot accept it. They just cannot accept it. So it doesn't even matter if they have people around them that's open to reconciling with them. They just like, no, like I cannot deal with this. I'm not a bad person. Like it's that, like people are just obsessed with just not looking like a bad person, when it's like you could just
I think
accept the fact that you're flawed and move on.
I appreciate everything you're saying because just like human to human, I always just love to hear people um I can't read the rest of that, Jeff. Just from human to human, I just like to see people overcome. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, I love.
Right.
I just love to see it. Like it's fun to me, and it's rewarding because I know how rewarding it is for me every single time. Like I overcome one of those like hurdles within myself. Is like peeling back that onion or whatever. And it's like, all right, got rid of that dead layer of skin, and here we go. Here's another one. And you just become stronger and stronger and like a better person. But I got a question for you. What made you want to do it?
What made me want to do what?
What made you want to like grow? What pushed you to it?
I mean, for me personally, like I already, me and you have like similar politics already. You know what I mean? Like I don't call myself like, left wing or use any of those labels or anything like that. So I already believe in that stuff, and have already practiced it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's also along with like my spirituality and my faith as well. Like I know I should be striving to be the most how can I say this? The most like whole version of myself. So I already had I feel like I already had like a belief system and values that already set me up to like want to keep developing and growing and exploring and stuff. But like it's just excuse my bad. It's just hard. It's very difficult. Like it's one thing to like talk the talk. It's another thing to walk the walk. Like people always say that cliche, but it's true. It is very, very difficult. And I feel like there are a lot of men. The men that I think really need to hear this stuff are the so-called good men, because even them, even us, it's like, this stuff is still inside of us. We're still conditioned in all these different ways. It doesn't matter like the values we espouse, like until we internalize it and we embody it to me it doesn't count for anything. Like it's just I don't know how to express it. I don't know how to express it.
You're just paying like lip service to
you're paying lip service. Exactly. So that was my whole thing. Is like I feel like my political values and like my spiritual commitments push me that way, and I feel like there are a lot of men who don't have any of that. Not to say that you need to be religious or anything like that, but it's like
whatever helped you.
Yeah,
like, I don't care religion. I don't care whatever it was, whatever you needed to lean on to give you that strength or whatever. Fine, Jesus, I don't care. But that's you're saying like a part of it was your faith. A part of it was your politics, a part of, what I mean? It was a mixture of a bunch of different stuff that led you to this place where you were like, I got to be better though. Like at the end of the day, like I could be better and I'm going to be better. I think what's interesting to me is how a lot of men, how have you been? Hold on real quick. Hey, Patriarch Mike, come up, brother. Here, I'm gonna mute you for the rest of the live though. You can come up and get unmuted, but I'm gonna mute you for the rest of the live. So a lot of men will, or I'm sorry, let me take it back. The way that I look at men, if anybody is familiar with comic books on any level or have ever seen any of the Hulk movies, The Incredible Hulk, if you look at The Incredible Hulk, right? His dad ran a bunch of his dad experimented on himself, and his DNA got passed on to Bruce Banner, right? And that's how he was able to when he got hit with the gamma rays or whatever. That's nobody like a lot of other people, if they would have got hit with the gamma rays, it would have unalived them. But for him, it turned him into the Incredible Hulk. I look at it like men in this way because no matter what, those things are in us, like you were saying, like because society has put those things in us, those negative thoughts about women, those negative thoughts about relationships, so on and so forth, this entitlement, that stuff is in us. No matter how much we fight it, it's in us. And then a lot of times it just takes like something to trigger that and bring that out. Right. And I mean, like make it 10 times worse because it'll be there. It'll be on the right beneath the surface kind of. But the thing that'll just push us over the edge sometimes when we just become like these terrible human beings, it could just take an event. That's really all it can take. all it needs to take. But on the flip side, the same thing. A lot of those, for some of us, a lot of those good characteristics are in us. And it just takes that one event,
right? Yeah,
to make us want to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? And for a man like you, like, it seems like the thing that got you there was, I'm about to lose somebody that I love.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like being faced with that realization, with that consequence, you were like, all right, is you know, you got to piss to get off the pot, right? And same thing for me, right? So same thing for me. But a lot of men, they don't, and people can say the consequences are real. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of men are willing to lose that woman to get with the woman that's going to accept that man where he's at. So it still takes something in that man to be like, no. I want to make it work with this person. I want this situation got to be the situation that works. Not I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just go on and there's plenty of fish in the sea, blah 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 blah. That's a part of it. Also, a part of it is I think for men like us, we realize that more than likely, if we don't correct this now, it's just going to be a problem in our next relationship.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't like, you know, like, more than likely, it ain't going to go away. More than likely, women are going to leave you for the same reasons, right? Like, if you had 4 or 5 girlfriends and they all left you, they probably all left you for some variation of the same reason. Right. So you could, so you had the power of discernment, you had the intelligence, like, a lot of that converged, you know, a lot of that intersected, and then that allowed you to overcome, right? That enabled you, that gave you the tools you needed to overcome, or the desire, or whatever you want to say. More importantly, it gave you the desire to be like, hey, I got to be better. I need to be better. I can be better. But for some reason, man, and hey, I haven't gotten, you know, if I could crack this code, I feel like I could make a lot of money. But for some reason, a lot of men just don't want to do that. Now, you know, we're just not interested. And like I said, I know society makes it easy for you and blah, 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 you know what I mean? And I'm saying society makes it easy for men just to remain terrible human beings, right? And it doesn't punish us. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, like, you know, just 2 more things, and then I'll jump off. I think to that point, like, not only do I think it's like an issue of like not having those values and that support system, but I feel like, and you can check me on this, I don't know. I feel like a lot of men are not tired of feeling like crap.
Yeah.
They're not tired of it. They are not tired of it. They're not tired of destroying of their relationships, you know, going to trash. Yeah. They're not tired of hurting people. They're not tired of hurting themselves. They're not tired of it. They rationalize it.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, I was like, man, I just need rest. I'm tired of that. I can't do that no more. Like, this way of life for me now,
it ain't working.
Is way easier. Now it's way easier. But back then, it was not working. It wasn't doing what we wanted it to do. And then I think, like, another thing with men is, like, I've also, like, before I had that sort of like transformation, I had already been through like a stint in therapy for like mental health stuff. Mm-hmm. And a lot, and I know a lot of what I'm saying is cliche and stereotypical, and people hear it all the time. But man, like, any men listen to this, any human being listen to this, please consider therapy, please. Because that it will give you, I'm not saying it'll make your life
it ain't gonna cure you
flawless. It ain't gonna cure it, you know, because there's nothing to cure. It's just being human. But it'll give you the tools that you need to be able to deal with the tough situations in your life and the stuff in your head. And what a lot of men, like, we lack mindfulness. Like, we feel like as soon as we feel an impulse or get a feeling, we need to act on it. That's crazy.
I'm gonna ask these questions. Appreciate you, Danity. Thanks for the super chats. Thank you, Peachy Queen. Danity asked a great question. She said, for you, Demetrius, or I guess she's saying for both of us. She said, what did you do to damage the relationship, and what do you think it cost her to stay with you? You can, if you want to go, you can answer that question.
What I found in myself was I was controlling in a lot of my relationships. I was controlling,
And
and not in
why
like
was that? Why was that from some like past trauma?
I think so, possibly. Like I think it was because I've always had like issues with like anxiety and stuff throughout my life, and
Mm,
people who have anxiety issues,
yeah.
we want control,
Everything got it.
consistency.
Yeah. Mhm.
Everything got to remain the same. That's
Yeah.
not reality. That's not life.
Yeah.
So for me, I was controlling in a lot of my relationships, but it wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it, but just the attitude and the way that I carried myself in these relationships, I was controlling, and when
Were
I
you
got
mean?
confronted with that,
Were you mean about it? Like, was it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you go
yeah,
about controlling?
I could be angry if I didn't, the way I've heard it set up is like, heard it say, excuse me, is like you'll go into like invisible bargains with people, like invisible contracts with people where, you know, a lot of men will do this thing where it's like, well, if I do this for them, then they should do this for me. Someone should
Hmm.
do this for me, or because I've done this for them. And
Mhm.
that's just not how anything works. That's not how relationships work unless it's a transactional one, and that's not a good one. But it's
Mhm.
like, yeah, I had those sort of invisible bargains in my head. And then when people didn't do the things that I wanted them to do, act the way that I wanted them to act, I would judge them, look down on them, and then try to control for that.
Hmm.
And when I got hit with that, and what's crazy about that is like, I'm a big believer in freedom, in my values and my politics. I espouse all of this stuff. But then when it comes to like my relationships, I'm not letting people be free in my relationships. That's
Hmm.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So it
That's
was a
crazy.
disconnect. It was a disconnect between the
It's
politics and
duplicitous.
the
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
Yeah. I was out of step. And so, with, but thankfully I had those tools with like therapy to be able to feel that shame and use mindfulness to move through that, because I can feel those impulses and not make that decision that I was going to make. Like I can do that. But it was like at the time, the this was like after I just came back from that retreat. The
Hmm.
shame was so strong and so painful. I was like, I don't know if I can move through this. Like I can't face her, you know what I mean? But that's all I want to say is like, you can move through that. You can get the tools to deal with that
It's
and to heal, you know what I mean?
it's
Um,
the shame is like, the way I could describe it is like, it's like somebody like pulled your pants down in front of a group of people. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah, yes,
it's like you were covered and then now you're
yeah,
not. Now you're exposed.
yeah, yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like, oh, how do I, and you can't cover it up. You're already exposed. There's nothing.
Yeah, you're exposed. You can't. I could not hide anymore. Especially like from myself. Like I couldn't hide
Most
anymore.
important.
I couldn't hide that disconnect. And yeah, it's painful and it's embarrassing. And a
Mhm.
lot of and I get it, and to a degree, if I can extend some compassion to men, I get why some of these dudes are just like, no, like I can't, I'm not getting into that, because it's so, the pain is it's a lot. But you also have to think about it as a man, like what is the pain that you are causing other people
Mhm.
because you won't deal with that initial pain. You know what I mean? Um, and so for me, yeah, I'm just thankful that I had the resources to get over that hump, because I do feel like a lot of men don't have that, or even if they do, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if it's
I
like,
don't. We're just not
you know,
interested. We're not interested in getting
yeah,
the help though, because like I said, society, society was built by men in this regard. Men built society in such a way that it doesn't matter about your character. Doesn't matter. Only thing that matters in this society is your productivity.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
produce, society will reward you. If you don't produce, then you'll be ostracized. You'll be, excommunicated. But you can have the lowest you can have the lowest character. You can have the lowest amount of character, within a society, and nothing bad will befall you. Like, you'll be perfectly okay.
Absolutely.
You'll still have
Yes.
access to women. You'll still have access to friends. You'll still, like, it doesn't matter. But to a certain extent. But you won't be punished enough to where you feel compelled to change, unfortunately.
Yes.
Right. And that's why,
yes.
We as a collective, we need, men specifically, we need to start, I don't know if people want to call it shame, whatever you want to call it, but we need to start making us men who are not good people. We need to start to call that out. We need to call that behavior out, and not wait until, because a lot of men, how we look at it is, like I said before, but it's like, oh, I don't cheat, I don't beat, and I got a job, I'm a good man. Right? It's not like you see that man is gaslighting that girl. You see that man is not helping out with them kids enough. You see that man could be complaining about giving up $300 a month for child support. You see that man is only giving up $300 for child support. However you want to look at, like, you see all of that stuff. And what are you saying? You see that man, all right, you see a woman walking down the street, it ain't even, damn, she bad or something like that, and keep it pushing, right? It got to be some extras. It got to be something else. We always got to take it to the next level with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see that. You see when men talk about women, you hear that stuff in our inner circles, and you don't ever say anything about it. We never say anything about it. And where will they? I mean, it should start from the top down. Don't get me wrong, right? Because, like I've already pointed out, I think all of this stuff starts from the top down. I think it starts with the politics, and then the politics affect us in our homes, right? The reason why, even though you had strayed away from the status quo, the older you got, right, the more informed you got on politics.
Absolutely, yeah.
But our upbringing was, we were raised in the status quo. You know what I'm saying? You were all, you know what I mean? Like, you got those teachings early, elementary, high school, college. You was already indoctrinated. Then you had to unlearn a lot of that stuff, but it doesn't mean those things aren't there. Those sentiments don't exist still within you. They're still there, right? They still come up if you don't,
Absolutely.
You gotta crop them every single time they come up, but they're still there, right? They still popping up like the little whack-a-moles. You know what I'm saying? So if men aren't actively doing that in themselves all the time and actively doing that in their friend groups, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I always be kind of, I hate hearing, it makes me, a little part of me dies every single time a man says, not in my circle, not in my circle, not in my circle. How can these things exist when all of y'all are telling me they don't exist in your circle? Then where do they exist? You see what I'm saying? Like, if every man is, if 80% of men will come up here and say, not in my circle, not in my circle, not in my circle, not in my circle, right? Then what is that? How can that be if it ain't in your circle? It's absolutely in your circle. It's you. Let me take it a step further. It's you. It's you.
Absolutely. I mean, I even have homeboys who are like, that I've known for years, who are like, they are not healed. They have not healed. They have not grown. They're still in that BS. And it's like, whenever I find out, like, they've been listening to like Fresh and Fit or some garbage like that, and then I confront it and I'm like, bro, I don't support that stuff. I'm not a part of that stuff. They're not, like, I can see it and hear it and how, like, defensive they are to, like, I don't know, like, they don't want, they're not looking to change in that regard, and it's just difficult because it's like, this is someone you care about, but it's like they're not there yet. And I absolutely agree with you said. Then I'm gonna jump off. I absolutely agree with you said. Like, yeah, like all of these like manosphere dudes always talking about accountability for women. But like constantly throughout our society, men are modeling unaccountability. Look at look at the president. The Supreme Court just allowed the president immunity, basically gave him access to be immune from all of the insane crap that he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a structural level of unaccountability. So
Yeah.
of course, like men on the ground, if that's one the
They
most
see that.
powerful man in the
Mhm.
nation, they see that and they're like, "Well, I want to be like him. That's what's up." And it's like, it's just leading us to
Then it
ruin,
plays out on a it plays out on a macro level
Right,
over and over
right.
and over again every day. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, yeah, okay, we couldn't get away with that level, you know what I mean? But we can get away with on our level, we can get away with a bunch of stuff, and we do all the time. We get away with being terrible people all the time, dude. I'm like this can't be, and women can't like, okay, it's not enough for. It's not enough for women to hold us accountable. It doesn't work the same. That's what
Absolutely. Yeah.
you see what I mean? It's not the same. We need to do it. We need to not give these men, like I say that a lot of these men are rest haven for hoes, but hoe as, you know, HANs, right? HAN.
Right.
I say a lot of these men are rest havens for HANs. We can't give them a place to go. You see what I'm saying? Like, they should be uncomfortable everywhere they go. They should be uncomfortable when they, you know, in their space with their women. They should be uncomfortable in spaces with men. They should be uncomfortable everywhere they go to force the change. But instead, what we do is when they come to us, we go there, you're good. She's the problem. These women be tripping. Don't worry about it. And we coddle the men, and then they go, oh, thank you, Taylor. And then they go back out and they continue to be a menace. So, right? That's what I'm saying. It's like the women they're doing their part. They're rejecting the men. They're telling the men they're wrong and blah, blah, blah. They're doing all of that. They're doing all of that for us. They're modeling the behavior. But then the men go, well, I don't want to learn. And where can I go to avoid accountability? And it's a bunch of men like, over here, buddy. Come on, bring it in. And that's frustrating. That's frustrating. We got to make it harder. We got to make it uncomfortable. The same way, if we were talking about ending racism, we would be saying the same thing to working class white people right now, right? We would be like, hey, y'all can't be letting these people talk like this at dinner, at the lunch tables, at the dinner tables, at y'all, you know what I'm saying, at the bottom, at the kissing, wherever y'all at. We cannot be allowing these conversations to happen. Period, point blank.
Absolutely, man. I just want to say, public, thank you again so much for opening up this space and having this conversation. It's been very affirming. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna keep watching. Thank you so much. This has been dope.
Appreciate you, Demetrius. Thanks for coming up. Oh man, we done joined the lives with Big Jeff, man. We in the house. What's good with it?
Ain't too much to it. Like I said, this is your deal. I just figured it to try to get to the FYP. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should battle, and then I'm just playing.
We on the same team.
The battles be pushing people. I don't know what to do, man. This is crazy. I don't be knowing what to do with the they just, you know, the TikTok got their own little things. I don't know. Who knows? But we gonna do what it do.
Trying to hold it down. I'm just not sure. Like I said, I wanted this to be, like I said, more of a you thing. You holding it down. I'm just not sure how this works out, to be honest with you.
Okay, so
I was hoping we could jump into both of our platforms, you know, and just kind of get on the FYP that way for you.
Yeah. So here's how it works, yeah. So if people are over there on your side, you can't see the people that are commenting over here, and I can't see the people that are commenting on your side. So if you got 150 people over there or 200 people, I can't see anything, and you can't see anything over here. So that's the only, so people are commenting, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You still got your 200 people.
Yeah, it's 200 people over here.
Can you bring people up over there, or no?
No, I can. Yeah, and you can't bring people up. That's the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work for what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I see what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we know, but that's how it works. So now it's just my live and your live. We joined our lives. We can have a conversation, and all your people can hear us, and all my people can hear me. And you know, they can comment. You can see all their comments from your side, and I can see all my comments on my side, and that's it.
I got you. That'd be great for another time.
Yeah, another thing. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we should do. Actually, it's a good idea.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll do that as a decompression kind of thing or something like that, right?
I like that. That's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you thinking?
Yeah, and then now we can cross pollinate. We can cross pollinate what we got going on.
Yep. Let's get that cross pollination going.
hold it down. I'm gonna drop out of here. I appreciate it.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Now I know. Yeah. Jeff be moving around the world, man. Jeff be moving around the world. Snow Black. Why? Why? Oh man, that was funny. Snow Black is wild. That's crazy. But hey man, shout out to Demetrius. Quick little break. What we got? 205 people in here. Y'all been tapping the screen. I love that. Let's see if we can get over 100,000. Are you not entertained? That was a great conversation. I love talking to the Demetriuses of the world, to the Jeffs of the world. It's so fun. It's so rewarding. It's so refreshing. I'm always excited. It's always a good thing. I love having that conversation. I love having that conversation. Cause they right when you might think like, oh, it ain't working. Oh, men don't be doing this. Ain't no men. Nah, man. There's some. I was about to say that there's some men out here that got some sense. Nah, CJ. I ain't the therapist. He went to therapy. All we're doing now, we're just sharing our experiences with one another. We're just saying like, look at us. You know, we want it. We're doing the work, and we needed to do the work, and we need to keep growing, and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, but that's really what it is. It's just to let other people, hey, it's like lighthouses. You know what I'm saying? We're like lighthouses. You know what I mean? Like we're beacons. It's like, boom, I'm here. Like, yep, I'm going through it too. Yep, I see you over there. You going through it too. That's how I interpret it. You know what I mean? Like, I like to know that I ain't the only man going through this. I like to know that it ain't just me. And I like to know that a lot, as much as these dudes will try to lie to us and tell us that it's only us, or no, that's just you, or that's your circle, or whatever, that a lot of men actually do see that it's a big issue, that it ain't just my circle. It's way bigger than Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like to think it is Nino Brown. I'm like, it's way bigger than Nino Brown, bro. Y'all always centering yourselves. Y'all always talking about it from your perspective. If I did that, I wouldn't be up here. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't be up here. I personally, you know what? That's a lie. I was going to say that's a lie. That's a lie. But I can say, I got about eight friends. I got hundreds of friends, you know, acquaintances, friends, whatever, but I got about 7, 8 friends in my inner circle, I would say, right? I'm talking about invited to everything, birthday parties, whatever. I won't say invited to everything, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If we got something going on, they come in, you know, yeah, got about 8 friends, right? One of them is not taking care of his kids. Not to my standard. Not to my standards. Right? I've talked to him about it before. We've talked to him about it before, by the way. Us and our mutual friends. Like I got other friends, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, and me and my friends have talked about how we've talked to him about it before. You know what I mean? It ain't changed. Like, it ain't changed. We've called out the behavior. We've had that conversation with him before. It's like you to answer your question, Autumn, it's like you it's only so much you can do. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, you tell them, you're like, hey, you're failing. And then at the same time, do you not want to be in his life and not, so you lose that access to him and not ever, you know what I mean? Because at least as long as I'm in his life, I could always, hey, bro, you slipping, your slip is showing. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, when do you know when to cut it off? How do you know when to cut it off? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I really and truly don't know. Like, how do you handle that? You know, but I will say that for my relationship with him is strained because of that, though. If that makes sense. It's not, I haven't ended it or anything like that, but it's definitely like, it's awkward because how that elephant is always in the room. You know what I'm saying? That elephant is always in the room. That's what I'm saying. For me, at least. So it's going to come up. Like, it's like, it's going to come up. It's going to come up, you know? And it wasn't like when I talked to him about it, he was like, shut up, don't tell me. Like, had he done that, we wouldn't be friends anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how he would have lost me. But it was like more like, you know, we had a discussion and we didn't agree. He agreed on some things. We disagreed on other things, but it wasn't toxic. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't get to that point, but I don't know, man. It's just a hard thing to navigate. Like that, you know what I mean? Like that type of friendship, or it's just hard to navigate. But like I said, out of my 8 friends, one of them is a deadbeat. And I have other ones who don't be showing up for their kids. Also, I've had that conversation with them like, hey, you're not showing up for your kids. Others show up for their kids better than I do. You see what I'm saying? Like, we run the whole gambit. You know what I mean? Like, there's other ones that they always there. They always doing the right thing. And I'm like, damn, I mess with that. I like that. I respect that. And they're like motivation for me, right? Because I'm like, I got it. Like, cool. So they doing it. I could do that too, you know? But yeah, so I like that. But it's like, I just don't like how, like I said, I just don't like how so many men like to lie and act like they don't have that friend in their circle. They don't have that can't get right kind of dude in there. They don't have that can't get right kind of dude in there. Why would he not be my friend after this? I didn't say, I haven't said any, I haven't bashed him. Everything I've said to y'all, I've said to him. Right? It ain't like I'm trashing him. Like, y'all don't know who he is. You would never know who he was. But yeah, of course, that's my guy. That's what I'm saying. That's my guy. You think it's that's my guy. He's like, I got nothing but love for that man. He just got it. He can't get right, man. When it comes to this, he can't get right. That selfishness is crazy. It's 1 or 2 in every circle. Jeff's channel is the Alabama fellow. Thanks for the super chat, by the way, hippie. It's the Alabama fellow. But anyways, what up, Virtue? What up? What up? Pin this real quick. All right. Yeah, man. He doesn't. He can't get right because he doesn't want to. Exactly. He can't see how he needs to change. He refuses to. What's good with it, broski?
What's up with you, Puff? How you doing?
I'm chilling, fam. Long time no talk.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm always in the cut though. I'll be in the cut.
I know.
Listening.
I know you. I be seeing you in there all the time, but I like every time when you come up. So.
Oh yeah. I definitely agree with the prompt. Man hold the key to divorce for sure. It's an unfortunate thing that men don't recognize it. Because men are happier. I at least feel like men can have the potential at least to be happier when they in a relationship with a woman that they decided to marry. Like, you decided to marry this woman for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually a reason because she made you feel some type of way, or you were attracted to her in other ways that wasn't just sexual. Men do have that feeling for women,
mm-hmm.
but because of society and how they're raised and just the things that are out there pushing. Excuse me, or the things that are pushed towards men and how men are supposed to be, they can't recognize the true value in the relationship long term. So it just sucks. But I really came up though because I just wanted to say, because I know earlier you was talking and you was like, hey, if you knew exactly what it was, you'd be a rich person on why men can't get right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you do know. I think I think the biggest thing is not just the patriarchy, but it's religion.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of men are religious. They believe in one of the Abrahamic beliefs, whether that's Christianity, Islam, Judaism, but every single one of those belief systems push that men are the head of everything.
Mm-hmm.
That men are the dominant ones. Men are supposed to be the ones in control, and they hold those ideologies. So I think that's the biggest obstacle, or one of the biggest obstacles that men have to get over, that hurdle of just religious indoctrination. Because there's verses and verses all up and down the Bible, all up and down the Quran, saying how women, you got to be submissive to your husband. The husband is the head of the relationship.
It justifies the misogyny, like all up in those books. Yeah,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think for me and how I see it, I think that's the biggest thing. That's because everything comes down. I know the previous guest, he said it was his faith that God showed him or whatever. Hey, I need to be better or do better, but. I couldn't get with that. Like, it was something in you. It was a combination of things, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And the idea that the woman that you wanted to be with was about to leave you.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the religion thing. That wasn't God talking to you. That was you talking to yourself, saying, "Hey, I'm about to lose this woman, and she's a good woman. What is really going on with me? What's happening?" And it made you take an internal look at yourself and what you were doing to harm the relationship that you wanted to save. That's ultimately what that was. It had nothing to do with I'm sorry. I'm atheist, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hard atheist.
Me too. You already know.
I'm
I'm with you. You ain't got.
Yeah, I don't do that. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes I say I'm agnostic atheist because I understand that you can't truly know, but sometimes I just be like, man, like, if it was real, like, I'm pretty sure it'd be obvious to everybody. So, but that's why it's hard for me to really grasp that spiritual aspect of it. But I know people hold their own beliefs.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that's the biggest part about it, is just the religious aspect of it. And I feel like as men get away from that, it'll become easier to recognize what's really going on. I honestly do, because there are still men who are. I came across some atheists, because that's where I mainly be at. I be in the religious space and stuff like that, debating Christians and Muslims and stuff. There are people who are atheists who are very misogynistic.
Of course.
They subscribe to the patriarchy.
Yeah.
For sure.
The patriarchy is a religion. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's a cult. It functions like a cult. So it's easy to be, that's a part, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a religion in and of itself. And it's older than religion. It predates religion. Right? Like, that's the thing about it. That's why I'm like, all these religions were built on the patriarchy. All these systems were built on that system.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. But I feel like even that, I feel like at that point it becomes easier. The advancements we got in technology, the literacy rate going up. Of course, it's still bad. It's not saying that it's the greatest, but it's definitely nowhere near what it was 200 years ago, 300, 400, 500, 600 years ago, when only the 1% of people were able to get educated and be able to read and understand what they were reading. Now that we're at that level of more people having access to being able to read and comprehension, once you break down that wall of religion and spirituality and, you know, all that woo-woo stuff, it'll be easier to break down the patriarchy, because then all you have left is logic. Because all that other stuff is illogical. That logic train will break down at a certain point in time. You can keep going and keep going. That logic will disappear, and then you're just left with nothing. But once you get to that patriarchal side, the logic will start making sense on what's really going on between this idea of men and women, which is also a social construct that has to be broken down. Like, we're just human beings on this planet. We're both humans. We might have different characteristics, and they might come out in different ways, but we're all human beings at the end of the day. We all have similar thought processes. So that's the ultimate thing. We're not just man and woman. We're just humans. We're animals. We're creatures on this planet living together and trying to coexist in a healthy way. So that's really it, man. It's just I think the answer to it is the religious part, but that's just me. Yeah, and just, you know, being in that space, maybe, you know, it might be my bias against religion.
I ain't gonna even hold you. It is because because there are more women in the church than there are men. So I don't think that's it. I think that no, I'm good on that Jamba Juice. I'm good. I think that a lot of the ideologies that, you know, are taught in religion they were created before the religion. So it seems like it's the religion that's pushing it, but it's not, though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It seems like it was invented because of the religion or whatever the case may be, but in reality, it really was invented before, and the religion took it and co-opted it. You know what I mean? But at its core, it is the patriarchy. At its core, it is this desire to subjugate women and steal their labor. At its core, that's what it is. And then all of these other systems, no matter how complex they may come off, no matter, you know what I'm saying? No matter how, whatever they try to mask it, at the end of the day, that is in there. You know, like slavery is in all of these religions, and also wife slaves are in all of these religions, right? And you cannot, to your point, to me, you can't separate that. You can't tell me that that's not what it's all about at the end of the day. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me it's about salvation. You can't tell me it's about being better. You can't tell me that. It's all, to me, once that stuff is in there at the rate it's in there, the level it's in there, how it's like in every single book, in every single chapter, in every single verse, I'm like, this is clearly what it's about. It's clearly about the subjugation of human beings and so on and so, like, this is crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, you saying that, I'm like, damn, bro, you on point. Fuck. Excuse my language. Like, I don't even know. It ain't no pushback on that. It's for sure the patriarchy, because the patriarchy came first.
Yeah.
It's just ingrained within the indoctrination. But my point is more so that even with that, I think that they invented and came up with the religious ideologies in order to push the patriarchy more.
Yes.
And to make it more palatable to people and more digestible.
They put all this stuff around it. That's what I was saying. They put no matter what they put around it, I don't care. Like that's, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Oh, it's like it's red pill idea. It's the same concept. That's what the red pill does. They would claim that, oh no, red pill don't be teaching about subjugating women. That's not what it is. It's telling men to go out and grind. Kevin Samuels had a lot of good things to say. He taught me a lot. What? How to wash your ass? How to spray on perfumes and colognes? How to wear nice suits? That's what you think you needed to hear to be a better person? No. What you liked was when he would degrade women. What you liked was when he would excuse men, when he would excuse our behavior, when he would say it goes both ways, when he would say, girl, be quiet, you don't deserve no man. Yeah. You 5'2", 250 pounds, you don't deserve a man. What type of man you think you deserve? You should, instead of you thinking you deserve a man that's gonna treat you right, you should settle for any old man. Cause who are you? That's what they liked. And they could try to tell me it's some other stuff, but that's what they liked. Because every single time I asked them to tell me, what did you really like about these? What do you really get out of listening to Fresh and Fit? What did you really get out of listening to Kevin Samuels? What, like, give me their core message. Oh, well, you know, they tell men, leave with your wallets. That's what you needed to hear? That made you really level up?
As if that stuff isn't already out there and already.
It's everywhere. Nobody need to tell you that, bro. You don't need 10 podcasts telling you to level up as a man. Look, before the red pill existed, rappers existed. Rap has been around for 50 years. Rap has been around for 50 years, right? Rap has been telling men to get money, to get women for 50 years. I Got It Made. Go listen to I Got It Made. Go listen to Slick Rick. Go listen to EPM, not EPMD. Go listen to LL Cool J. I'm taking it back. I'm saying go listen to this. Brother, rap already told you to get money to get girls. They already told you for 50 years. We don't need a podcast. Right? Drake shames every working class man in every single song. Right?
Man.
They shame us in every working class man should be ashamed when they listen to hip hop, technically. Right? You should feel it if you really care about that stuff. If that's what you but y'all don't care about that. A lot of us like rap because they call women the B word and you got to live this fantasy, right? Through the you got to live vicariously through these rappers, and you got to it made you feel like you was a thug. It made you feel like you was the ladies' man, everybody, but you're not anything but that. You like the degradation of women, and you like the glorification of money, and and all of that stuff, right? You like that. That's what a lot of us liked about rap and like about rap. That's what y'all like. You don't need Kevin Samuels to tell you that. Jay-Z told you that way better. He was way better at that message than Kevin Samuels because Jay-Z is actually rich. Kevin Samuels was never rich. Jay-Z was actually rich. So when he told you to get the bag, when Jay-Z got on the boat and said Big Pimpin' spinning cheese and he was doing this him and Dame Dash was doing this with the bottles and they was spraying women.
You wildin', bro.
Right? You can't tell me that didn't what did that that messaging was 1,000 times better than anything Kevin Samuels ever told a kid.
That's true.
Let's be for real.
That Drake one was the best analogy, though. That man be out there just flaunting it, telling everybody, hey, y'all broke. I like talking about y'all broke ninjas. And it makes me happy to know that y'all broke. That's my motivation.
No new. Drake said no new friends. He said you brokies can't get in my circle. Well, damn. Well, damn, sir.
Dang, you right. They just, man, you right. So maybe that might not be the answer then, the religious aspect. It's
a part of it. No, it's a part of it. It's a part of this. It's an institution that needs to be done away with. Don't get me wrong. So it's okay. Like what you do, I'm totally. I did that, myself 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it, but I'm just saying, that ain't it though. That ain't the. You know what I mean? Like that's not the core of it. It's a part of it.
Until you hear your reasoning and stuff, it's not it. All it is addressing. It's just a dress up around what the real issue is. And now I'm thinking about it. Damn.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You the man. I respect that. That's what's up.
It's gonna always go back to that. Hey, I appreciate you coming up, Wade. I got somebody in the queue. What are we talking about? Now that I think about it, what's good?
How you doing, public?
I'm doing great.
I wanted to ask you the question and that I left in the chat. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. What's the question?
How do you feel about the Sigma agenda, replacing the alpha male agenda.
I haven't even heard of it. What's that?
Sigma is more. It's like a new thing that they say. Well, it's not new, but I see it's replacing
The alpha.
the alpha
I've heard
male.
that before, but I don't, because I know what they say, like what a sigma is versus what an alpha is. You know what I'm saying? They say like, no, you really want to be a sigma.
Yeah, that's why I was basically asking about. I don't know too much about it, but I see the alpha male logic has been dying down. It's been replaced with the Sigma. And I was just wondering your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I said. I think alpha beta mix. Yeah, I think that's what they. It's something like that. Go ahead.
The sigma itself means all of alpha characteristics without being aggressive or abrasive to women. So you're humbly doing everything. You're basically a wolf in sheep's clothing is the terminology or a way to look at it.
So you're
still objectifying women.
Yeah.
As a sigma.
Yeah.
You're just not doing it as given an or else.
So
Okay.
it's like how it's how Jordan Peterson said that like you should be like a danger like every man should be a dangerous man.
You should be able to be harmful, but withhold that harm until needed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of the
It's basically like you might not be as good looking, you might not be the typical alpha person, you might not be super tall or things of that nature, but you're doing everything that per se a woman wants. It's almost a cross in between a person that simps and an alpha at the same time, you know, kind of. And sigma is like the 18th character of the Greek alphabet. It's a last Roman numeral or something like that. So it signifies something in that way as far as like you'll want to be last to be first, or so, you know, it's a very red pill kind of thing, you know.
It sounds like some stuff that they don't know and they just made it. This is crazy. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say I understand his. I thought it was more of the nice guy, like where you say you're the nice guy, and then once she gets comfortable with you, you show her all. Like,
well, that's what he's saying though. He's saying you're a wolf in sheep's clothing, so you're masking, and then yeah, that's what he's saying.
Okay, so simp and nice guy is one and the same.
Well, yeah, because there aren't, you know, with simps are just the men who like let women like run all over them. They use that as a manipulation tactic. Like they're just super duper agreeable no matter what, under all conditions. They're super duper agreeable because they figure that'll get them in good graces with women to gain access to women, right? So it's a manipulation tactic. That's all a simp is. You're a wolf in sheep's clothing. The whole time, though, all you want is access to her. You know what I'm saying? And when you get it, you're gonna, whatever you do, you're gonna do. You might, I got you. Like who knows what you're gonna do once you get it, but that's your goal.
Okay. That's what I wanted to ask. I'm gonna go back down in the chat.
Okay. Go ahead, Jeff.
The way that I differentiate in between somebody that's doing like sigma or simp behavior or something like that, or you know whatever the case might be, is that where are they treating people that they don't want access to? Right, so a sigma is going to act differently to people that he's trying to gain access to compared to someone that he has no affiliation with, whether it be a LGBTQ community member or whether it be another man or whatever the case might be, right? So if you're a nice guy genuinely, then you're a nice guy to everyone, you know.
Yeah, if you're a good person, you're a good person even when nobody's looking, right?
Exactly. And sigma is just being nice to gain the access, you know, just masking to gain the access to the person. They're just not doing it in an abrasive way. They're not trying to work out or be big and strong and trying to flex their money. They're not doing any of those alpha type activities that the red pillars, you know, try to push.
Exactly. They asking you, are you in the club, Jeff? What club you in?
Planet Fitness Club.
Oh, he in Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness Club.
I heard them weights getting dropped in the background. I knew where you was, but they kept asking were you in the club.
It's hot outside in Alabama, so I'm gonna be in the air conditioning during the time frame. But
That's
I'm gonna
right.
drop out.
All right, bro. Man, y'all better leave Jeff alone. Y'all know if it's loud in his background, he in the gym. You already know that. I can tell some of y'all don't know what weights sound like. Y'all can't hear them weights dropping. Oh, man. They all crazy as hell. Appreciate you, Ruth. Yeah, let's tap that screen. Let's get up to 100,000. Bang the Cash App one time, man. Let's keep the live alive. Please support the live. Thanks for all the super chats over there on the YouTubes. I appreciate y'all in the comments. Yeah, definitely. You got any questions, you can super chat them, super sticker, whatever. I'll read them 100%. Planet Fitness don't got music. Oh, yeah, that's freaky. I can't do it. I don't want to hear people grunting. I don't want to hear people in there grunting. I'm sorry. Turn that music up. My old gym used to play some fire music. I ain't gonna lie. They weren't playing that pop, them little, what's them little corporate pop early late 2000s pop mixes. They weren't playing that stuff. You wouldn't be in it. I used to go to the gym. You would never hear, don't you worry, child. You wouldn't hear that type of stuff. Heaven got a plan for you. I hear that shit. I'm out. I'm leaving. I can't stand that. Be in the gym. You in the gym, you got 225 on your back doing a deep squat. It's and they start playing Because I'm Happy. I'm leaving. Fuck up out of here. Clap along if you feel. Like, what? They used to play. I used to be in my old gym. They played the dude who was in control of. He was an old black man. I walked in the gym one time. I'm not even playing. I got ready to bend the corner. Said, I won't deny you. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to. And it blurred it out. I said, oh shit. I got so hyped. I was like, hell yeah, we about. I came that motherfucker. I said, oh man, the testosterone molecules got activated so quickly. I said, oh yeah, nah, we going. Today is the day. I instantly, a little bead of sweat drip. As soon as I heard the song, I got activated. A little bead of sweat dripped down. I was like, oh yeah, we on there. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, yeah. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one today. Yeah, I don't know about y'all gyms. I can't stand going to them gyms playing that track because I don't like to have my headphones on when I'm in the gym the whole time. I don't like it. I don't like the mess. I don't like to have to worry about my songs and playing songs and skipping. I just want to go in there, get to working out. I found a gym. Hey man, the mixes was solid. It was solid. I loved it. That Soul Glow was dripping. I'll be in that mug like, yeah. That was the best thing about my gym. Is Jeff over on the YouTubes? Nah, he not over there. Yeah, they play that in the club, anything like that. They used to it was an old black man, man. Old black man, buff dude. He used to be a trainer. He was like the manager, like he managed all the trainers. He had a bald head. He was from a set. I knew where he was from. I ain't gonna say he was from actually, I can't say because y'all know him. He was from 20s. He used to wear a lot of Pittsburgh colors, black and gold. That's their colors. And I remember talking to him about it, and he was an old OG from 20s or whatever. And it was cool. And I come in the gym, that fool was playing heat. I was like, that's right, Mel. He was from the set. I said, okay. He was just trying to make it through. When I go to H&M, I want to hear H&M music. I want to hear that. I want to hear what's that song Closer? I'm so enamored by your touch. Why did you do it? You got me losing every breath. That's what I want to hear that shit when I'm in H&M. If they play Pac when I'm in H&M, I'm gonna leave. It's uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable trying on them tight ass pants listening to Tupac. The mood ain't right. What did you give me to make my heart beat out my chest? That's what I want to hear when I'm in H&M. That latch go crazy. Hey, that latch go crazy. That latch in H&M will make you buy a lot of stuff. They know what they be doing. That latch, when you hear that latch in H&M, you start buying stuff. They be knowing what they be doing, man. I don't want to hear that when I'm doing squats, though. It's uncomfortable. I don't want to hear that. When I got 225, I got 225 on that bench. I don't want to hear latched. Mm-mm. I don't want to hear, it's getting late. Come let me over, let me play the game. I don't want to hear Riri. What's that song called? What's that Riri techno song? I don't want to hear that shit. Not while nah. Mm-mm. I do not want to hear that, man. Now I got you in my space. Oh my God. Yeah, that please, I want to hear that. Please don't stop the music. I want to hear that while I'm in the gym. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Please don't stop the music in H&M. I'm going to spend about $40, $50 more in there. I'm going to buy a sweater. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get something with linen in it. For sure. Open chest. Party rock anthem in the gym. Crazy work. Crazy work. Diabolical. What's good, Jeff?
Y'all look what they playing in here. Hold on.
What they
Can you hear? They playing Megan Thee Stallion right now.
There you go. That's a good. Yeah.
They got that body yada. right as we try to talk about it, they got Megan on Front Street.
Oh, not that body yaddy. And they throw that on, man. That's cool. I'm gonna turn up to that.
Yeah. Somebody ain't gonna get a PR with this on the radio.
Hey, Meg, get your testosterone going. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
They got the video too?
Nah, wait a minute.
If they got the video.
They playing the Caucasian jumping out of airplane.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, with a snowboard on. They don't even know what they do.
Nah. They throw
the snowboard on the airplane.
They throw that video on with that body yaddy. That's hella testosterone. The testosterone molecule is gonna be overactivated.
They'll be pulling people off the street coming into the gym near.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come get your workout in.
Yeah, you ain't got to tell. Hey, man, I'm just giving people what, how to get to hit their PRs for the day. You know what I'm saying? Throw that Meg on, throw that video on. You be in there.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna throw that back out on the squat rack or for the music. I don't know which point gonna do.
Knees like Megan. Throw that knees like Megan on. Y'all that squat gonna get lower and lower. You gonna be like, yeah, let me really get down here.
The hit workout gonna be hitting. You feel me?
100% chance. They said not the Caucasian.
Oh, definitely. They jumping out of airplanes. Y'all already. That's wild work out here. Wild work.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. Hey, be safe in them gyms, man. Be safe. Yeah, man. Them gyms is crazy. Anywho, we back. We had to get a little break in. Hey, that Glorilla go hard. That's another thing. You can throw some of the new stuff on. You can throw that Glorilla on in there. Yeah, Glow. You throw that on. I'm gonna do something different in the gym. Stomping rat bitches. Oh man, that Glow. Hey, when that Glow come on, that's a universal. Hey, that Glow hit hard, man. I don't know. That glow kind of hit hard. That shit kind of different. She the hardest rapper out right now, as far as I'm concerned. Man or woman, when that Glow come on, that curbing on curbings. Oh man, I like it. Yeah, I like it. When that Glow come on, I like it. Mm-hmm. Leah said rent was due when they dropped that. She had bills to pay. She lost herself in the music. She listened to that Eminem right before that. She said, you only get one shot. Oh, man, I like it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, we back on it. Hold on. It's 7 p.m., right? 95 degrees. I ain't got ain't got me. How do you know it'd be funny? Why don't dudes be liking to listen to stuff like that? That be blowing my mind. I got a dude, I got a homie, and he be bashing all the female rap, and I be sitting there like, how you not like what are you talking about? How you don't like this? This is tight, bro. This is just good music. How you can't sing this with your whole chest and feel what she's saying? She said, this can you paint the picture? Appreciate you, Miss Piggy. Thanks for the cash app. Hey, can you paint the picture? She said it's 95 degrees. She just riding around. It's 95 degrees. She ain't got ain't got hurt. I felt that. Y'all can't relate to that? Even as a man, you saying you can't relate to that? You saying that ain't a vibe? You don't like that? You're not human. You're not human. That's human shit. Everybody can relate. What you talking about? That's human shit. I believed her when she said it. I knew exactly. I got the whole. I was like, I see. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I couldn't understand it for the life of me. I don't like female rappers. Why y'all hate female rappers so much? Y'all hate women so much. Y'all hate the music? That's crazy. Y'all don't be liking listening to the girlies rap? Wicked work. They hate Cardi. They hate Sexy Red. They despise Sexy Red. I'm like, why y'all hate what Sexy Red do to you? What did Sukihana do to y'all? I never understood it. I'll be lost. They don't like Meg. I listen to Meg rap. I was like, Meg is a top right now. Meg better than Gunna. On some rap shit, Meg better than Gunna. Meg be rapping. Meg can rap her ass off. Meg is a real life rapper. I don't care. Y'all can say whatever you want to say about you don't like listening. Meg is a real rapper. She really can rap like a rapper can. She's a rapper. Lotto is a rapper. Lotto is a rapper. They can really rap. Like, I be confused. I'm like, you don't be just listening to it just on some for some rap shit? Meg be rapping. She be really rapping. She don't never fall off. She got bars. Her cadence is crazy. Her delivery is crazy. I'll be listening to it like this is good rap. This is good rap shit. Her ad-libs is crazy. Hey, when she do that shit be hit. It don't never miss. It don't never miss. Y'all don't like that? That's crazy. I like it. It's just fun music. The reason I don't like, I think Young Ma tried to rap like a dude. And I don't like that. She make me uncomfortable. She be, Young Ma be trying to rap like a dude. Meg be rapping like she's a woman. She's a female rapper. I like female rappers that rap like, you know what I mean? Like from the perspective of women. Like, don't be trying to, I just like when she rap. Young Ma rap like a dude. I don't like that. But Meg, yeah, I like Meg. I like Meg. I like Lotto. I like Glow. I like Sexy Red. I like Flo. I like Flo Milli. Oh my God. Man, I like Flo Milli. I like Coi Leray. I like all of them. She is, I know. She is Chi. Yeah, I love Flo Milli. That's how I know y'all really don't like women. That be the thing that always confused me about not liking female rappers. Doechii, who that? Onyx? I don't know who that is. I like Bia. Yeah. I like that. I like that song she got with I like that song she got with that white boy. What's that white boy name? Russ. I like that song she got with Russ. That shit slap. That song she got. That shit slap. Yeah. I'll check her out. Doechii. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I don't like Ice Spice. She don't know how to rap. She don't know how to rap. She look good and she make fun music, but she don't know how to rap. I don't like Saweetie either. Saweetie not a real rapper either. Saweetie and Ice Spice are plants. They don't know how to, they're not real rappers. Doja Cat, real rapper. Yeah. Doja, go listen to her last album. Doja is a freaking rapper. Now, is Doja weird? Absolutely. Doja is crazy. She got problems. Doja is a rapper. she can out rap 90% of rappers right now. Like no cap. Doja is a real life rapper. Like bars, everything. Like Meg. Doja is better than Meg at rapping, actually. She got more styles and everything. Just being honest. Yeah, Nicki tight, of course. Nicki super tight. Historically tight. I really don't like her new stuff, but you know, when she was on, she was on. When she was on, she was on. Yeah, but I would never like, I don't know, like I'm a barb or nothing like that. I like Nicki. I think she can rap. When Nicki and Meg started beefing, I don't like Remy. I don't like Remy. I don't like Fat Joe and them. They whole camp weak. JT, they make fun music. They all like in the same vein. It's people who make fun music, and I like fun music. You know what I'm saying? And it's people who I be feeling like they not a character. Like, say what you want about Sexy Red. Sexy Red at least was the person she portrays herself to be. She rich now, but Sexy Red really like from them spots. Like, you know what I'm saying? So whatever. That's why I was like, y'all don't know girls like that. Like, why you hating on her? Like, she just the product of her environment. And she just got on being herself. You know what I'm saying? Like when the lights go out, Sexy Red really act like that. I feel like she really just is that person at all times, for better or worse. Like, what you mad at that? Like, I don't know. It's time to end the lives, man. It's time to end the live. It's time to end it. Yeah, I'm back on it, Ocean. I'm back over there. I'm sorry, y'all, on the YouTubes. I apologize. Y'all know what happened. I just got to figure it out. I got to get a new computer. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it get hot. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. It ain't even hot. I have no clue. Yeah, I like Nigel music. I like your stuff, Nigel. You make good music. Anyways, if anybody wants to come up, you can. Y'all want to discuss the prompt? I'm all for it. Y'all want to come up and discuss the prompt? I'm for it. I appreciate everybody sticking around. Snow the product. Every app is closed. My wife yelling at me. She just sent me the text. She said, you got to close every app. Every app is closed, my dear. Every app is closed. Maya the Don, I have heard of. It's 7 p.m. Right? Kayla, what's good? Chilling. What's good with it?
Am I echoing?
Nope.
Okay, cool. I just want to say something real quick to the whole thing about men having this strong disdain for Sexy Red. The problem is, and like the thing that I noticed is that these men actually love Sexy Reds in real life.
They do.
They don't ever have this disdain for them in private or in their social groups or anything of the sort. And it's just so, I can never pinpoint. It's like, why do you have this strong hatred toward this one person? Is it because she's famous? Is it because she's more liberated? Like, what is the actual issue? And it's like, y'all love Sexy Reds in real life. Y'all marry them. Y'all cuff them. You love these women. What is wrong with Sexy Red? Like, I never can find the distinction.
I'm going to tell you something. I think it's racist. Even though it's black men. I think, because think about it. Is that not the type of, is that not the stereotypical black woman that white tea people, you know what I'm saying? Like in white tea people's minds,
Correct.
like that's
correct. That they fetishize and that they over-sexualize and hypersexualize.
Yes.
Correct.
So to hear black men say that about a Sexy Red specifically, I'm like, what? Like, what are y'all like? And they be, and then the men be trying to act like it actually, like that actually represents most black women. Like black men be acting like that. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? She's a demographic of black women, right? Like she's like, there's black women like her. There's black women like Meg, which Meg is the educated black woman that like to twerk. You know what I'm saying? Which seems
the duality.
The duality seems fun to me. I don't know what's your problem with her. Like, what do y'all want? Y'all don't like Meg. She went to college and is more successful than you and just likes to twerk. Y'all don't like her. You don't like Sexy Red. Who do y'all like?
Do you know what? I'm sorry, and real quick, I'm gonna wrap this up. The other night when that guy Rico was up, I literally commented that same statement verbatim because I said, you get mad when women stay, you get mad when women leave. What exactly do they want? Like, what do y'all actually want? And it's just strange. It's like we can't win for losing.
I think they want confusion, and I think that's the point. I think they want confusion. I think the whole point of all of this stuff is to confuse women so that you don't know who they really want. So you can never say, oh, that's who y'all really want. And then da, 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 you know what I mean? Like, so we don't like, cause the men will come out and say, we don't, the OnlyFans girls, we don't like that. Sir, please be for real. Please be for real.
Subscription coming out every month for 3 different OnlyFans girls right now. I don't understand that.
And and if you ain't subscribing, you on Reddit. You on Reddit.
On Twitter, on X.
You on X and Reddit looking up Only Girls fans content. So what's the difference?
I'm never ceased to be amazed. You know, But like I said, I just wanted to say that really quick, just see how you felt about that, because I wasn't sure if I was the only one that notices that. It's like, y'all love these women in real life. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but good to see you. Thanks for letting me up.
Thanks, Kayla. I don't like OF. I say as I go watch corn.
That's hilarious.
I don't like OF as I say as I go watch corn. Exactly. That's why I be amazed. I'm like, what?
Nah, but I wanted to point out something that you said that was literally just I saw somebody make a video about it the other day, and they were literally like, it was a black man too who made a video, and he was like, it's so crazy to me how a lot of these black men are turning around and going sexy. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Am I too low?
No, you can.
Okay. They're turning around and going, sexy red is the epitome of what's wrong with the black community. She is the representation of black women and all this other rhetoric and rah stuff. But he was pointing out in the video how like 10 years ago, he said 10 or so years ago, how when a lot of these male rappers were coming onto the scene and a lot of white tea people were going, oh, like these, look at the hip hop, it's causing all these black kids to be violent and to do these things in their community. A lot of black men in droves, and black women too, because it's true, we all did it, we all defended it, and we're like, rap music doesn't make you do anything.
It doesn't.
It's a form of art. Yeah, it's a form of art. It's a form of expression. Like rap music, if you want to go and unalive people, you're gonna go and unalive people, rap music or not. That don't got no influence on you.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy how when that happens, we're so quick as a community to turn around and call those people racist for having that rhetoric. But in the same sentence and breath, we turn around and go, well, women, I know you're black, and this is, if a white person said this rhetoric, it'd be racist, but I'm gonna say it because I'm a man, and it's not racist because I say it because I'm in no, like it's just as racist. It's just coming from a different white tea supremacist mouth now. And that's what they like do not understand. Like, not only that, but they don't understand how going and turning around and saying sexy red is the representation of black people in our community. So what does that say about the male rappers? No male rappers are representation of men in our community, but sexy red is for women.
I know way more futures than I do sexy reds in real life.
And you know what's so crazy? The sexy reds, quote unquote, can only be named in the last few years. The people that they would consider that, like the what do they call it? The Miami,
Young Miami?
The City Girls.
City Girls.
And
I know way more futures than I know City Girls.
Exactly. Not only are they recent, but there's 10 times more of them than there are sexy reds. Like, weren't we just talking, what's that little kid's name that they be having him in the club? They be having grown women twerking on him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
All the rappers were literally in the comments, men in the comments. He was just having fun. Y'all are ruining people's stuff. He's just a little boy having fun. There are grown women, men serving alcohol around him, doing drugs around him, women twerking, dance, and y'all are worried about sexy red, a grown adult who has consent. And listen, and the craziest part is they'll turn around and be like, well, because sexy red likes Trump and da-da-da-da-da. When Kanye was liking Trump, y'all was all of Kanye's behind. But now all of us, and listen, I'm not saying like I'm the most anti-Trump person, but when Kanye was doing that, all these black men was real up his behind and up his alley, like, oh yeah, we're not a monolith and we have different political views. But as soon as sexy red got a different political view, as a black woman, y'all all up in arms. It's a crazy act. Like, this is what I mean by it's only an issue when we do it. It's just so wild to me because they're not clocking out. If you turn around all the ish that they say about those women to them, it not only would pertain to them more, but it would just be such a negative racial connotation to have. Like Kodak Black, thank you, Latif.
Kodak Black would be a better, I think Kodak Black would be a better example because when Ye did that, we was on his bumper. Like Snoop, everybody, they was like,
that supported him.
It was, but I feel like at best the community was divided at best. But I feel like most of us was like, nah, this ain't cool.
We ain't rocking with him for sure. We ain't rocking with him. But I think you're right. I think
Kodak Black is definitely a better example because they don't say nothing about or Lil Wayne. They don't say nothing about Lil Wayne. They don't say nothing about Kodak Black, and they got pictures with Trump like this is my daddy. I'm like.
Condoning him, telling people to vote for him, telling people to do all the ish, but it's like y'all got so much smoke for sexy red. But like I said, I can name you about 10, 12 black rappers, black famous people, black business mogalites that right now are telling y'all to vote for Trump, telling y'all to do all these other things. Y'all will never have half the smoke that y'all have for them. It's performative, and not only is it performative, but I just want, if black men, if you're listening to this, or anybody who's listening to this that has that rhetoric towards sexy red, just know the way that y'all tried to perceive her as a monolith for all Black people, the people outside of our community view you that way when it comes to other things. So I really suggest that you chill up on that type of rhetoric, because all you're doing is enforcing when racist people say stuff like that. All you're doing is just reinforcing it. That's
Facts.
all that's happening.
Yep. Yeah, they Earth Personified said it too, how they did Chrisette Michele when she sang at the event and they hung her out to dry for singing, which I wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't touch Trump with a 10-foot pole, but how y'all have that much smoke for her? They had just as much smoke for her as they did for Ye. They had just as much smoke for her. I'm like, how y'all have more smoke for her than y'all do for people that I didn't hear her endorse him?
Because women are supposed to be the quote, subconsciously they say it out loud, women are supposed to be the representation of our community. So when we do things that they view as wrong, it's a bad thing, not when they do it, because we're the actual representation. It's like they don't realize that without saying it that they're saying it. And that's the point of being this.
Go ahead, Kay.
I like what somebody said in the comments. It's literally to triangulate those type of women against what they deem the standard of sophisticated Black women, because in the same breath they'll say stuff like you should use women like Sexy Red and Sukihana for fun. Like, I would have fun with a girl like that. I wouldn't take her serious. But it just speaks to their character and how they constantly objectify women no matter what. But then you won't give a woman with a degree the time of day because you say she's bossy, and I don't want to deal with no bossy woman. I don't want to deal with no woman pretty much that you can't tell what to do. Mm-hmm. And I think what really grinds their gears is that that brand of hot girl culture empowers women to not give a fuck. It promotes women to be a little bit more hypergamous, whereas women were settling for men that didn't have what they had. We were moving the goalposts on our own and giving men chances, and then that brand of hot girl said, no, you don't give a man the time of day that can't do anything for you. You don't cry over no broke nigga. Like, that's the kind of stuff that makes a woman go, you know what, girl, you damn right. When Cardi B said broke boys don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right. Mm-hmm. That hit.
Yeah.
Because it's true. Y'all literally around here giving it up to men that if you was in a bind, if you was on the side of the road and your tire was flat, you would call that nigga up and he'd be like, oh, that's crazy. I hope you figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
So really it was them saying, stay away from those types of men, because what they've learned about rich men is that certain rich men are generous. Mm-hmm. A man with money is nicer because he's not stressed the fuck out. A man with money it's just a good time. Mm-hmm. Because he doesn't have that extra burden. But whereas you give these men a chance that don't really got it like that, they always angry, they always stressed out, and they're mean to you and they're disrespectful because they're broke. You wake up with having a fucking bad day. You wake up with a bad day. Mm-hmm. So I don't know about y'all, but baby, I fuss with all the city girls, the hot girls, the thoughts, everybody. I love that for them, because one thing about it, and I said it in Franklin's Live earlier, you can't shame somebody who don't give a fuck. Like, at the end of the day, I have to care in order for you to shame me. And I think because those women live without shame, that's what bothers me. Because you used to be able to shame a woman into acting right, because, they'll be ostracized from society and people, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But now you can't shame a bitch who comfortable with themselves and who don't give a fuck. Because if you don't like me, I'm going to find my village of people who fuck with me the long way. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what it is. They want them, but at the same time, they know what it means for women, for feminism, for empowerment. Men secretly know that.
I think a big thing about it as well is just is the fact that men just don't like to see women. Two things. Men don't like to see women exercise their autonomy. That's one thing. And men don't like to see women happy. It's just, I'm just gonna be clear. Like I mean, I'm gonna be honest about it. I just mean in general. I don't think men care to see women happy. That's what I get from it, because yeah. How else can you, like, why y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just don't be liking to see them just have fun, and like they be looking like Squidward looking down on Patrick and SpongeBob from the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these dudes are like they baby Squidwards. And I'm just like, why y'all be hating so? Why y'all be so mad at?
They do it to kids too, public.
They be mad at the kids too, yeah.
And they be just fussing at the kids. The kids can't do shit right. You know what I'm saying? They just being kids.
Mm-hmm.
They hate kids too.
Man, yeah. It's a lot. We got to get rid of that. I don't know what that is. Man. But they be acting like Harpo, like they be acting bad, man. Like, they just be having these bad attitudes. They just be having these bad dispositions. You know what I mean? And they just don't be liking to see people around them have fun, man. It just, I don't know, man. We got to stop that though. That's something I got to tackle that. I got to come up with something for that, because that's crazy. I don't be understanding why the happiness be pissing y'all off so much. Like, why y'all be so mad at that? What the hell wrong with you?
Happy without them. That's why. It's because we're happy without them, and they can't be happy without us. Like Kay was talking about earlier, they want us to do all the work for them. They want us to create a safe space. They want us to give them peace. They want us to do all this work for them while they do nothing. So we supposed to be everybody's savior. We supposed to do everything. And that's why I told them earlier, I'm like, y'all weird. Why do y'all expect for other people to create safe spaces for y'all? I create my own damn safe space. If I don't feel like you safe, I move around.
Mm-hmm.
Why do y'all want people to create safe spaces? I don't know. And then they got to talking about the men created this and the men created that, and women didn't create nothing. Women didn't do this. And I was like, well, women have DV shelters because women who dealt with DV went and got grants to build DV shelters. And he was like, but who did they get the grants from? Me.
Oh,
said,
my God. Come on, man.
I said, at this point, why are you mad at women? I said, men created child support. Why you ain't talking to them? Men created all this stuff, but here you are steady talking to women because y'all want us to do everything for y'all, and y'all don't want to do nothing for your damn selves.
When he was like, why does it happen? Like, why don't they want women to be happy and free? It's because men are not happy or free. Like, they be inside that prison wanting the company to be with them and be miserable together. Like, that prison of masculinity, and they see women free inside their femininity and can't imagine being free too. So you have to shut down the freedom and the happiness for everybody because men have such a low threshold for joy.
That's sad. That's sad. That might be it too. I also think that a part of it is they just don't, like, if they're not the ones making you happy because they want to have that power, right? Like, they want to be the ones to make you happy. That way they can control you more. I don't know, man. It's
just like us
sad,
in your
man.
live, where they'll come over here and be like, why he got all these women over here? Why y'all over here listening to a man talk? But if we were in red pillar lives, they would probably be berating us while simultaneously praising us. Like, it's so weird. Like,
yeah. It go both ways. It's crazy. They'd be like talking bad about you, but then, bigging up a Pig Misha. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, what? Yeah.
Like they do, like he did today again. DK brought up. Like he did with Jelani. Like, you tried to up her when she is a whole stand. She's the exact thing that you talk about every day. You talk about women choosing Pookies and Ray Rays, and she married a Pookie.
Sounded like it to me. And it, you know what's crazy about her story? I ain't gonna even hold y'all. You know what's crazy about her story? This is her guarding herself. She don't be telling us I don't think she's married, but that's me.
I don't either. And even if she was public, last year when she was pregnant, she was calling him her fiance.
Yeah.
So technically you had a baby before being married.
Yeah, before you got married. Exactly. So Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, man. I don't know. She just messy. And and she is clearly like actively trying to harm women. That's what you know what I'm saying? Like,
was you in there when she said that she don't like women who try to harm other women? Was you in there?
nah, I didn't hear that part, but that sound like something stupid she would say.
I don't like those type of pick-me's, the pick-me's who be trying to harm other women. And I'm thinking to myself, what do you think you be doing?
That's her. That's her. All she do is try to harm women.
The house bill.
I be shocked, man. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to. I was upset today. I ain't gonna lie. When I was listening to her, she was upsetting me. Like, I was just like, why? Like, what are you doing? Why are you always attacking other women? It's so weird. Like, and you get on this like high horse, like, well, so if you didn't pick a father to stay around with your kids, and I'm like, but you're married to a man, allegedly married to a man who literally has a kid out of wedlock. He has a kid with another woman. So he like, what? That don't make sense. And you said you had to change him.
It's mostly just them being upset at their situation, so they just need to demonize everyone around them. They're just really mad that they thought with all the provisions and precautions and advice they give people, they would never be them, but they are, so now they're upset. That's literally all it is.
And she tried to throw shame on his other baby mama. She was like, well, technically she was a baby mama before him. We didn't ask
that made it even worse. But that made it even worse when she said that. I was like, wait, so you mess with it? Girl,
right.
Please stop.
I just don't like her trying to call Shanna baby mama. Like, that pissed me off. I was like, I know you're fucking lying. Like, she was on one today. Like, I've seen her with vitriol, but today she was in rare form. I was like, what the hell? Like, hey, Pie, I'm Kettle.
For real.
What are you even talking about?
That was bad. That she was crashing out. Yeah, she was crashing out. Fans of Shan. That was fan of Shan was a crazy hashtag. I put that.
She told Stan, she said, you a fan of mine, son. Stan said, no, I'm a fan of Shan.
That was funny. Yeah, I know. I was in there when she said that. I was cracking up when she said that. I was like, yeah, got her. Sin was cooking her. Sin was saying everything that everybody wanted to say to her. So I was like, I'm happy she up there because she was clocking everything like left and right. She was like, no, this is not it. No, this ain't it. Like, you tripping. I was like, yeah, I like this. It was that was great. It was good to see. You said what you saying, Oprah?
I said Sam brought that fish grease.
She did. She splashed it on her. I ain't gonna lie. She gave it to her. I said, okay.
Sam said you had to teach his bum ass how to be a daddy. He ain't like, you had to teach him how the fuck you got to teach him how to be a daddy. So you didn't choose better. You didn't choose.
You made the man better, and that's great. Hey, you like it. I love it. We're all happy for you, July. We're all happy that happened. We're all happy that he didn't abandon you like he abandoned his other baby mama. We're happy for you. We really are. But why do you got to go around here shaming everybody else when it sounds like you're in the same situation? And Lynn called that out. Lynn clocked it a while ago too. She was like, you mad because you broke. And clearly she broke. And that was the thing, because I was on her head in the comments, and she was like something like, oh, you need to show your job to me or something like that. I was like, I make more money than you and your baby daddy put together. Like, please don't leave me out of it. Don't be bringing me up to nobody. Don't talk about me. You tripping. Like, leave me alone. I don't know why y'all, don't have me. I said, don't do that to me. Like, don't play that game with me. Y'all always, you got too much dip on your chip right now, right? Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Cause you swimming, you go.
Post that marriage license.
Now, I told her, that's what she got mad at. I said, post your marriage license, and then she was like, you should post your job or something like that. I said, okay, post. I said, let's post our paycheck stubs, cause you tripping. Like, shut up. She doesn't be up there talking. I'm like, y'all, you do all of you say all of these harmful, toxic things to women directly about women in general. And you're just like, you a rest haven for HANs, right? She was getting gifted by one man, was tricking off on her the whole time. And you can say, I'm like, it was one person.
Nobody else was gifting that lady.
Cause they broke.
Over 7,000 coins on this home.
I knew they was broke. Look, I knew them red pill dudes was broke. Saul don't got a Saul be in Franklin Live every day, but he don't got a he not a sub. The man, it's $269 a month, bro. Sub to that, help. That's your boy. It's $269 a month. Then he asks, how much was it to send the cash? If you gotta ask, it's too expensive.
Too much, bro. I would have been sent that hoe. I'd have been like, drop 20 on that hoe.
Whatever it was, just send whatever you was gonna send. It's good to send 10. Like, bro, what is we talking about, man?
$100 to drop him?
Yeah, I was
If
just
somebody
gonna say,
paid $100 to drop him.
Paid $100 to drop his ass. I was like,
That
oh
ain't
yeah,
the first time they done paid that $100 to drop him. Somebody paid the $100 last week to drop his ass. That shit was fun.
wow.
I just said I ain't think they would pay it.
You know how much people gotta not scan you for you to get in the box and somebody drop $100?
And that's why
Yeah, they don't like you.
And that's why Saul be saying to Franklin all the time, I be making you a lot of money. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't be making him a lot of money. He be making a lot of money. he be making a lot of money. Stop taking credit for you being. He acting like he doing Franklin a favor. No, this is who you are, brother. You just being you.
Get on the internet to make other people money.
Why would you be on the internet? What, Noper? Why would you be proud of making other people money, but you can't make yourself no money on the internet?
You can't do it yourself. 0 coins in the box. Can't go live. Nobody go up there to do anything but argue. When they do, it's the same people. Like
Hold on.
the jokes write themselves.
I gotta address this. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why I'll be liking to have these conversations. I'm sorry. YouTubes, we talk about some problematic people on TikTok. They be on. It's this woman on TikTok that be going around talking crazy about women, talking specifically about black women, but she be talking crazy about women. She be saying single baby mothers. She just like just think about anything a red pillar has ever said about a woman. She says exactly the same thing, but as a woman, like, but she's a woman, right? And she gets on these lives every day, and she be going at this other woman, or any woman that like don't agree with her, but she really got a lot of smoke for one of my mutuals. And today it just came to, you could just see it, you could just see the jealousy, you could see the contempt, like you could just see it, like you could hear it in her voice. I was just like, you just a hater. Like that, like if y'all wasn't sure before, if you was never sure about it before, if you was questioning at any point in time before if this woman really ever believed anything she ever said, nah, she don't. She just a hater. She just is a lot. Everything she be saying she don't like about she is that person. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, how could that be? How could you hate all of this stuff? But you're this person.
Shan made a point today, public. Shan made a point, and Asaya went to go disagree with the point and literally didn't have a point to the point.
Oh, well, she do that all the time.
Was like, mute up.
She do that all the time.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, she do that all the time.
Disagreeable to be disagreeable.
They act just like the men. Hey, look, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. For those of y'all that be on that like it's biology. Here's what I'm saying. Jalazi, Asaya, they act just like the men who they want to get picked by. Do they not?
That's why I told Asaya that she was assertive, aggressive, and masculine.
But she act just like the men who she want to get picked by. So how you gonna say? So how you gonna? If it's biological, then explain them.
Clock it.
If we all just born, if men just born this way and women are just born that way, then why is it that all the women who align with that ideology always act exactly like the men? How can that be?
But remember when old boy said he wouldn't pick Pearl because she's too masculine? Remember Pearl be spewing all that red pill stuff, and the boy made a Stitch video somehow.
Yeah.
They said people keep asking why won't red pillars pick Pearl, and it's because she's too masculine. Like, who wants their girl sitting on a podcast arguing with a bunch of women or men all day?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wait, she arguing for y'all?
Yeah, she's sticking up for you.
Y'all don't want her?
No, they don't want her.
But that's I've been said that.
And she's masculine.
I've been said that about the women that sit over there, that they're doing like Clubber said. Y'all are exactly like them. That's why they not picking y'all, and that's why they so worried about what the hell we not doing.
And
But the other women that they say they don't want, those are the women that they really want, and they don't want y'all because y'all do exactly what they do.
And who are those? And those women also, there's also a common theme. They're all undereducated. All of them.
Yeah.
Right? I'm talking about the ones that be going as hard as like Jalazi and Asaya. They're all around the same level of education. I promise you. There are other women who, I bet you Dana Dane, she probably the same level of education. I promise y'all this. But if you, there are women who are like more educated and they're also pick-me's, but they don't go that hard. You see what I'm saying? They don't go that hard. The same way there are men who aren't like actively like red pill. You know what I'm saying? They're not like, they don't actively be on that red pill shit, right? But they're like, but they're misogynistic, no doubt about it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't that. But like, you know, and you a people is like, oh, he's educated, he got a little education, he might be a little success. But that to me, that's the thing that I connect the most is the education or lack thereof the majority of the time. The majority, I'm not saying the men that are educated.
Everybody, that Libby is a really great app. It's free, and you can read books on it. Libby.
Shout out to Libby. All you need is a library card and you can sign up for it on the app, y'all. She's right. Follow Nopra. That Libby app free for real. But Bub, you're right. But you know why that happens a lot? Is because a lot of the things that would be disproven are taught at the higher education level. Like, it's literally not a dig to no one's education. It's that a lot of those social ideologies that they disagree taught at that level. It's the whole reason that people were upset with the critical race theory. Like, that is a college level.
Hold on. Look,
that's the reason that a lot of
do these women also not? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You cut out for a second.
No, go ahead. Ask your question.
Do these women not? I've heard it many times. They're also right wingers. Often, Asaya likes Trump. I've heard her say it before. Like, are y'all not under?
Because that ideology.
And she was clapping for Candace Owens.
And she was she said Candace Owens is her, like, that's where she get all of her stuff from, is from Candace Owens. I'm telling you guys, it can't, you cannot make it. Without a doubt, if I was never more sure of it before about the whole like nature versus nurture shit, I am 100% sure of it now. Every single time one of these women crop up and they fall in, and they act exactly this. They have the same politics. They have this, the lack of education. The vernacular is the same. They use the same talking points. I'm like, so explain that to me. Explain it to me if it's not learned behavior.
It all comes from the same. Most of it does come from white supremacist talking points, which is why all those people usually are on the right. You cannot be, but it's very difficult to be in the middle or on the left and still believe those things. They all stem from the same ideology. Yeah. It's the same. It's all in. That's why when people were saying this is white supremacy talking points, this is what we mean. Like, it is literally connected. 100%. A lot of the stuff that they say, if you were to take it out of the mouths of these black women and men and put it in the mouths of white women and men, it would be seen as racist rhetoric.
100%.
It's literally the same thing.
And that's why, right. and that's why it's so harmful when black people say it. And that's why it's so harmful when women say it, because then they just go, let's let Candace Owens, they'll put Candace Owens in the front and go, see, you can't use that. Now you can't say it's racist. Now you can't say it's sexist. You can't say it's misogynistic. This is how they think, by the way. We can still say that. We can still clock it. Don't get me wrong. But that's what they're going to say, and that's when it becomes harmful. That's the thing that makes it. That's why the Jalazis and the Candace Owens and the Asayas and the Dana Danes, like, that's why these people are so harmful to any of these like movements or ideologies or theories or whatever you want to say. That's why they're so harmful, because they run the best cover for the toxic men. They run the best cover for the racist white tea people. They run the best cover for the rich oligarchs, right? When poor people be like, why shouldn't I make $1 billion? Who cares if Jeff Bezos has $190,000 billion? It's hard to, what are you going to say to a work class person?
I mean, who's the best to fight the battle but the person you're battling against? If you fight black people, take a black person and use them as a token. You fight misogynist people, take a woman and use it as a token. You fight. They do it all the time. How are you going to tell me as a woman that I'm misogynistic, that I'm a woman? That's what they think.
And that's
tell me I'm misogynistic.
It's the divide and conquer strategy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what those people are being leveraged of. And it's a very intentional strategy that the right uses in order to gain and maintain power.
And
that's exactly what the men are doing as well with these women when they're talking, even with the conversation of older women are in competition with younger women. They're using those women when they really don't want them. They're using them to fight against women if they really want, to make us feel bad and to choose them. That's what they're doing. That's why they pick women like Asaya and Jalazi.
Yeah.
That's exactly why they do what they do.
And that's why, and that's another reason why when you flip it around, they despise so the men despise me because I do the same thing on the other end that Jalazi and them do on their end, right? If you have a man that's like, nah, men are wilding and we are the problem, then how can you combat that?
Exactly.
How can you say, oh, you just a bitter baby mama? I'm not. I'm a man. Oh, you just, especially with and don't let that man have all the markers, right? Like, don't let that man, like, I'm not like, I'm more successful than most of you guys. Not you, but I'm saying the dudes that I'm more successful than you. I'm married. I got kids, like all that stuff, all those things they'll try to get you on or whatever. No. I hit all those markers, right? So now what? And then I'm coming out and I'm still saying like, nah, men are we're responsible for this stuff. We're the problem. They despise, you can't have a man like me. You can't have a YT person like Jeff. You can't like that. Though we are the biggest threats to these systems. You know what I'm saying? Like a YT man, like a Jeff saying that stuff, that's crazy. Like that's crazy.
I was just about to bring that up because that's exactly what they did to Jeff the other day. And Shan was just on another live and she clocked it. But when he was talking his way, he talking and the way you talk, they had a problem with it. They like, why y'all letting this YT man come in here and talk to us like this and da-da-da-da. But then they let Unreal come up there and say all the crazy stuff that he could say. They let other YT women come up there and say what they could say. But y'all don't have no problem with that. But because this man is calling out all men, y'all try to make it about him attacking black men. When it was never his. He never said anything about black men.
Because they're still busy taking the shit personal instead of understanding that it's not us versus you. It's all of us versus the oppression, my ninja. Like either you on the us side or you on the oppression side. And like it's time to choose the side.
They already chose their side. That's the crazy part. A lot of them chose their side already, and they're enemies.
That's the thing that for me, when I be observing all of this stuff, I'm really peeping it, and I'm like the more, like the deeper I get into it, I'm just seeing like all the little like tactics that they're using, and you know what I mean. I'm just like, oh, okay, and I'm still learning. I feel for the most part I mastered and I beat the game, but I'm still learning. What's up, baby? I'm still learning, and I'm still doing what I do. Hey. No. Nope. Come here. Sorry. No. Say hi. Okay. No. You go watch TV in your room. No. Go watch TV in your room. Bye.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. Wait.
Love you.
Mama.
Yeah, go watch TV in your room, baby.
Mama.
Oh, don't be mad.
Hi, cutie. Can you hear us?
Mama.
You gotta watch TV in your room.
Mama.
Don't be mad.
I know. Dad doesn't want you to watch.
Mama.
Come on. Let me go help you.
Mama.
Come on, let's go help you. I'll be back. I gotta help this baby. Come on. I'll go help you in your room. Come on. Let's go help.
All right, ladies, if anyone wants to take he's so adorable. If anyone wants to take the he literally is mini public. It's so cute.
Like Action Jackson about to get active.
Active as hell.
He's about to come in there and turn on the TV like I'm in here chilling with you.
He said, I live here. I'm turning on whatever TV I want.
No, but yeah, it is. Like, they're tokenizing those women, and they don't even realize it. Like, it's sad.
Right, Coach T? Yeah, turn it on. I'm joking, but no, it's just, I just want to see where, like, these types of people just, I don't say end up, because I don't think they're going to end up anywhere, but just, like, where like, takes them, because they just don't, I don't know. Like, do they get picked? Do they get treated the way they want to? Do they see 20 years down the line that the decisions that they made don't benefit them and their loved ones? Like, is there a regret? Because I know, like, they say, like, a lot of white tea people on their deathbeds have, like, a lot of confessionals and stuff. Like, does that stuff happen to these types of people, too? Like, I really, really, really want to know.
There should be a case study done on that, because I wonder, too. Because I know, just being in my profession, I've definitely seen the pick-me women showing up, bringing food, just for him to have another woman coming through the sit in the room and spend a night. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
right. I think she ain't got to bring nothing. She ain't got to bring nothing but herself.
She ain't got to bring nothing but herself. So I think with the men, it's definitely true that they are born at the wall, and if they are born at the wall and they never do the work, they gon' pretty much unalive at the wall. Like, it's just one of those things. It's like a full circle type situation.
This dude, John Smith, come up, brother. John Smith. John Smith said, I think Public got kidnapped and being forced to say all this about like 10 women in a warehouse. He spelled warehouse wrong, but we'll allow it. Come on up, John.
Women or not, y'all pick and choose when men are stronger than women. It's so weird.
Yeah, come on up. Come on up.
Women tell men what to do or not. Y'all gotta pick one, baby. I can't switch it every week.
Is my thing still pinned over there on the YouTube? Hold on, y'all. Is my thing still pinned over there on the YouTubes? The link to come up, right? It's still pinned up over there. Come on up, John Smith. Damn, y'all lucky y'all not on TikTok.
Hey, John Smith, can we get some better lighting in this warehouse at least? Since being a warehouse, can we give Puff some lighting? Hey, y'all bang the cash out to get the light.
We with the natural.
Funny, I promise. I'm trying to help.
We with the natural light.
Bang the cash out for the lighting fund. We raise funds for lighting.
Don't do that.
Lighting and Shan's Wi-Fi. Those are the two funds we got going up right now.
$1
a do. Damn. Yeah, he said I got kidnapped. Nah, brother. And that's the thing. Here's the craziest part is that y'all think that like people like that, they don't understand they don't understand that they still haven't made the connection that it's not man versus woman. You know what I'm saying? They still haven't made that connection in their minds. They still think because they in the cult, so they think like it's a war. like it's us versus them. It's not. All of our humanity is under attack, men and women, right? And there is a group of people that wish to subjugate all of us, right? And they use tactics to divide and conquer us. I just figured the game out and was like, oh, I don't want to be in the group of people that is perpetuating the division. I don't want to be in the group of people that is oppressing another group of people and stealing the labor from this other group of people. That was really all it was. It's not nobody had to kidnap me to realize that. Like that's what like I had to learn how to be empathetic and I had to learn how to listen and all the better I should say, but also know how to read. And I'm glad that I have reading comprehension and things of that nature. I appreciate you. Thanks for the cash app, Allie. $3 for Asia's college fund. She said.
Hey, send $2 for a library fund for her too.
That's crazy.
Listen, Lux and Kay. When they said a husband stitch, and she told KGR, "Well, you chose him," I said, "Baby, you need to decenter men."
You need to.
At this point, I need for you to really decenter men because that woman just had a husband stitch, and then you came back and told her, "Well, you chose your husband." I'm like, she literally said stitch, and you still don't understand that that's a medical terminology.
She didn't. Center the library.
Thank you. Center a librarian. Center.
I had to tell her, I was like, baby, please decenter me in, because you don't even know about your own body. You don't even know about your own self as a woman at this point.
Center a dictionary.
Center.
Man, you need to center is Webster.
Yeah, for real. At this point, center a documentary. Like,
honestly, speaking of book club, I'm gonna just hold a book club just for the people. I think we should hold a book club for people. In the Discord, y'all go put in the books, and definitely gonna have a book club. Because my God,
it's crazy, man. I just. But yeah, more importantly, center education. Hold on, y'all. Iman, I appreciate the super chat. Appreciate you. Super chat for the wifey. She steady holding you accountable, and I'm here for her. Her #1 fan. Yeah, she always on my head, man, but in a good way. I got yelled at today. I get yelled at every day. My wife yell at me every day. She got something to say. She got
to. That sounds like an exaggeration. Because my daughter said, now mind you, y'all know I stopped popping her last year, right? After I got delivered. She gonna tell my mama that I pop her every single day.
Not you compare me to your daughter. That's crazy.
Because that was an exaggeration. That was a big exaggeration.
That's crazy.
I pop you every single day.
To be fair, to that baby's credit, she only been alive for so long, so that has been most
every day.
To be very fair,
she doing. Hey, K acting like a boomer. You acting like you ain't no better than these dudes talking about. Oh, I don't never help you out. That's what you on right now. Like, nah, you get the point.
Hey, not too much of our girl.
That baby only been alive for so long. That was her whole life that you popped her.
Oh, here we go. Here you go. Every day. Oh, here she go.
You bringing up my past now?
You bringing up my past. See, you just won't let it go. Here she goes. She won't never let that go. That's old. Why you always bringing up old stuff? Here she go. You said that to your mom about your daughter. That's crazy.
No, I literally I said, nah, G, does mommy hit you every day? And she said, no. She said, it was just a funny joke.
Oh, okay. You made that. So you put the feet to her fire. You put the fire to her feet and made her change up her tone. Don't do that to that girl. Let's hear what she got to say when mommy ain't around. That's all. That's the real answer.
Free that baby.
Free that baby till she free. Free G till she free. Talk about some. We know it ain't every day. It's good. It's close enough, K. It feels like it. Okay, we know it ain't every day. It feels like it.
Y'all saw what Lex put in the comments. She said, "Babies in public. Can I eat today?" Because facts. Why do they do that?
There's a lot of.
Time.
It's a lot. We connected. We like this.
Why would you say that in public?
Me and babies
All
is
I know
twins.
is no Cena slander and no K slander shall be tolerated. Thank you.
K was slandering G. So there's no G slander up here. We protect the children first. It's no children. It ain't no baby slander up here. We don't let nobody slander them babies like that. I don't care who you is. We gonna ask them questions. Get to the bottom of it. No, that's funny. Babies tell all your business. That's why you just don't let babies talk freely. When babies start talking, I stand close. I stand right by them because they'll say something.
All your business. Hey, be a preschool teacher. Work out of school. Them kids. Mommy and daddy are getting a divorce because daddy used to hit mom.
What? It don't even be that. It be they was playing and they was play fighting and he was tickling her all the time. And mommy's always screaming, stop, and mommy and daddy never stops. Like, what? I always hear mommy in the room. She's always yelling, stop, stop. And daddy never stops. They gonna talk to you. Yeah, we be
get you locked up, man.
Trying to get you locked up over a tickle fight. Like, stop.
Like, daddy has a lot of weeds in his garden. And it's like, no, like actual weeds. Like, he don't stuff, bro.
What does daddy do with it? I see him put it in his tea sometimes. Like, yeah, the hell? Nah, man. I don't let my kids talk freely around other people. I'm always listening because I done heard some stuff from kids. I ain't even got no secrets. I just don't, because they make up stuff too. They just be elaborating on stuff. They just say stuff. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Mommy and daddy, mommy goes upstairs sometimes, and when she comes down, she's different. She's when she's downstairs, she always seems like she's upset, and then she goes upstairs, she comes down, and she's different, and she's more calm.
My daughter said she said, I'm a big people. You a big people, and I'm a little person. And she met my weight.
What?
Listen. She said, you a big people.
No.
And I'm not, she said, I'm not a big people like you. I'm a little people.
Yeah.
Little bit.
That's why I don't.
You a big people. I can't breathe.
Hey man, that's crazy.
I used to babysit for these two little YT children, and they would say crazy stuff. They would say some like racist stuff too, just to push buttons.
Oh no.
Weird. I was like, you shouldn't say that. They'd be like, why? And I'd be like,
why?
It's wrong. I don't know. Don't your parents teach you these things?
I take it back. Your biggest hater is your kid.
That's a fact.
1000%.
Your biggest hater is your child, first and foremost. I take it all back. I said it's a man. Nah, it's your kid, number one. Then it's a man. But it's definitely your kid. I don't know what age they stop it, but I know I'm my mama's biggest hater. I keep that lady in check all the time. I'll never let her think. She cannot live around me and my brother. She get to have a revisionist history about when I was I would never allow that. Me and my brother be like, stop the cap. Stop it. No, you allowed it. Well, when a man never did that. What?
I'm my kid's biggest hater right now that they got kids. Because they be like, she doing too much. I'm like, well, what did you think you was doing?
Yeah, that's cool. I respect that.
I be on their head. They be like, one day I woke up, my grandbaby sitting in the bed full of white cream. She had took the diaper rash and put it all over her face, all in her hair. And my son gonna look at me and told me, Mom, why you let her? I said, that's your baby, not mine.
Why you let her? What you talking about?
She in the room with you, and you went to sleep and left her up there. I'm in my room.
Why you let her is crazy.
Stuff, babies love doing that. I thought they love getting in like
they do.
Okay.
They do.
Just making sure.
Yeah, my babies done did some wild. Yeah, I ain't gonna even tell you what my son did.
She did that. She did. I swear she did it in like 5 minutes. Because when I first walked past the room, she was sitting there eating some cereal and watching the cartoon. Came in my room, sat down, got up to go get my food out the air fryer. When I walked past the room, I looked, and she was full of white cream. Do y'all know I didn't do nothing? I just kept on going to go get my food.
What were you supposed to do? It was already too late at that point. The damage was done.
I looked at her and I said, ooh. Ooh, your daddy gonna be mad, and kept on walking.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You can't do nothing about it. Hey,
I'll holler at y'all in a little bit. My mama done called me like 3 times.
Oh, she must be on the live. Okay.
You got I was just about to say she watching you. Baby.
K Mama was watching the live. She in trouble. Oh man, I remember one time my mama was watching the live and she had text me. She was like, "Oh my God, this dude is so stupid."
My son did that to me one time too publicly. I don't know. I think it was Charles who was talking, and he was like, "Man, just drop him." He was like, "Stop talking to him."
Other people be getting agitated. My mom was and she was texting me while I was live. She was like, "That dude is so dumb. Oh my God, what is wrong with him?" Like I was like, "Mama, don't we trying to figure it out."
Like, drop him. I was like, okay.
Yep. Nah, mom be in the live. She be my mom be in the lives. She be watching on my main. I don't even know if she followed this page, but my main page, my mama be in the lives often, and she has hit me with that before, and I was like, "This is funny. This is crazy right here. You wouldn't even think. You wouldn't even know. You gotta love it, man. That's why I gotta. Hey, it be eyes on me. I gotta watch out everything. I gotta make sure I'm on everything I say on the up and up, because everybody gonna clock me. Everybody gonna clock me. My babies can hear me. My wife on the live. My cousins be in the lives. My homeboys be in the lives. Everybody in the lives, man.
My lives.
You said what?
I said, don't none of my peoples come to my live. My nephew said he heard me talking one day. He was like, wait a minute, she on my phone. He was like, oh shit, she on this damn TikTok live. Scroll down.
Yeah, no, my everybody, my homie was just on the live. He was on up here with me the other day. He was like 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago. He was on the panel. Like I had him on the panel. He was up there. We was talking to some dudes or whatever. So yeah, my homies, like my people be on the lives all the time. They be in the room. My homies be in the rooms. My homie sent the text in the group chat and was like, he said that I be telling, he said, P be telling my whole life story. He not saying about, he was just saying like the things I be talking about pertains to him. And he said, with that said, he said, but I be taking care of my babies or something like that. And he was like, so can I call my baby mama the B word? And I was like, nah, my guy, that's nah, don't call your baby mama the B word. That's terrible. Oh my God, man. He was coming at me like I was a godfather. I was like, nah, bro. Don't do it. Leave it alone. But it's fun though. I love it. I love the lives. We've been live for 3 hours and 16 minutes. 3 hours and 16 minutes. I gotta go. I gotta do some work. I gotta do some work for my pages in a minute. I gotta adhere to a schedule. So I'm gonna end this live.
You're Discord.
Yep. Hey, we in the Discord. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody coming up. Shout out to everybody that banged the Cash App. Y'all can bang the Cash App one time on the way out. Let's keep the live alive. Thanks for everybody that was in the everybody that gave the super chats and the super stickers. Danity Doe, Peachy Queen, Hippie, and Iman. Danity Doe hit it a couple times. I appreciate that for real. Ali banged the Cash App. I don't remember everybody banged the Cash App. The Cash Apps be moving faster. Yeah, we had a good time. It was a good live. Don't forget to like the video, please. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Go follow me on Facebook, The Public Offender. I'm gonna be sharing more stuff. Appreciate you, Kim. Thanks for the Cash App. I'm gonna be posting a lot of stuff on Facebook as well. We're just trying to grow the platform and push the message out. That's it. So we're gonna hit everything that we can. It don't mean more work for us just to post some stuff on Facebook. Appreciate everybody on X that watched us. I don't even know. We got 351 people over here on the YouTubes. We had about 200 and some odd people over here on TikTok. Close to about 600 people today. I appreciate that, man. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm on X right now. As we speak. I'm all over there. I'm everywhere. Yes, sir. The lives will be posted.